Alright, YouTube. There's my stream. Computer's already muted. Sorry, I like the music. Anyway, good evening, folks. Here we are with more Kingdom Hearts 2. You might notice that we are no longer in the book. So that's a thing. Don't worry about it, though. As I was saying before, I was going to farm for Final Form XP. I sadly did not get enough time to finish it, because, to put simply, I had forgotten that I said I was going to do that, and then I was playing Smash Brothers. And then it just kind of dawned on me. I was like, wait a second. That's right, I said I was going to do the Final Form grinding for the final episode. And then I started on that, and then I got pulled away out of the house and all that shit. So there's not shit I could do about that. But, as you can see, we do have Final Form up to level 6, and we are in a different location. This is, in all honesty, I do want to level this up to, I don't know, at least 7? I want to get at least Final Form leveled up, you know? It's probably the easiest one to level up. Well, definitely the easiest given my current location. But, so yeah. Let me just give you a quick show as to where the hell I am. You gotta go to the Twilight's View. This is how I do it. I don't know what the recommended way to do it is. This is just the way I do it. But from Twilight's View, you run up here, through this room. Also, now that I've leveled up Final Form, I can glide, so you can glide quickly through this room. And you want to be careful in this room, because there are quite a few enemies in this room. But that's exactly what we're hoping for, so skip the first group. And then do this. There's one, now there's 4 of them. This is also how you grind for XP, because I have to say I've probably gained something like 9 or 10 levels doing this. And this is what I've been doing for Final Form, by the way. Is I came here, pop Final Form, ow, ow, ow. And you just absolutely murder everything. Because a lot of these little guys spawn, that's why it's the best place to go for this. Because this is the equivalent of the shades for Wisdom Form, because they're so easy to kill and there's so many of them. And each one's worth apparently 400 XP. So it's like, you only need 3,000. It's like, alright, that's less than 10 of these guys. I get more than 10 per run. And the only other thing you gotta do is you gotta keep an eye on your drive gauge. Nope, not enough time. And then you do this. And then you do this. And nope. I hit down. I don't know why the input can go in. There we go. And you repeat. And that's what I'm doing, repeatedly. Like I said, I want to get it to level 7, so that's one more run. And then we'll go do Winnie the Pooh's world, and then Sephiroth, and then Xemnas, the final fight.
Let's go. Yeah. It's over.
Pretty sure I fight at least 24 of you in one run. The max level, apparently, now that we're in final mix 2.5, point whatever, is the original max was 7, and now it's fucking 9. I don't know what From what I read, though, you don't get anything for the other levels. Like, for instance, getting this level should give me glide level 3. But getting 8 and 9 for the levels doesn't do anything for you outside of form. It's just more levels to increase your form gauge, to increase the amount of damage you can deal. There we go. Glide level 3, and then glide max. Bye. Alright. So, that's my grinding spot. I don't know what the optimized grinding spot is. And in all honesty, I've gotten it to the level I wanted at, so now after winning the Poe. I forgot I had abilities changed out. Where is it? Yeah, I had form boost equipped twice to increase the duration of forms, and God did it do that. Give me back my aerial dodge, my aerial recovery, my air combos, and restores the drive gauge every time you take damage. Magic lock on MP. Ooh. Increase temporary restoration speed by 25% when MP is fully consumed. See, that's alright. Whoa, why does it still say new? Oh. Glide max, yeah. Cool. Now, this should be the first level. I forgot to kill somebody I don't know the entire time. Who's Mr. Sanders? My problem is as a kid, I loved Winnie the Pooh. And then as an adult, I learned what it meant. And you don't. Like, I honestly, it's so bad I don't want to say it. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? Do I actually need the... Yup. I need jump level fucking 3 from maxing out Valor form, or level 7 anyway. Alright, so we can't do anything here. We gotta go here. By the way, each location in Winnie the Pooh comes with a minigame.
Wrong, Sonny?
I fucking hate Gopher.
Oh, I was just thinking and wondering.
You should be skedaddling out of here.
Why?
Why? Because it's Wednesday, of course.
Wednesday? Oh, well then, happy Wednesday. Now, I think I shall wish everyone a happy Wednesday. No bother. Let's see now. Who is everyone?
Ouch! Wonder if Pooh's here.
Oh, help! Help! Somebody save me!
Piglet!
Sora! Help, please!
Hold on, little guy!
As I then proceed to not help. Anything else? Adjust the headset a bit. Hooray, minigame. Save Piglet before time runs out. If Pooh falls, press triangle to grab him again. X to hit incoming triangle to save Piglet. Okay. Now we're in a balloon. Don't know how this happened. We're getting honey. Whatever the fuck we need that for. Then again, I mean, it's honey. Get it back here. And now I just sit here and mash out. This is not how physics work. Yeah, you know, a fucking tree in the sky. That's completely normal. I'll 3 to 4 ain't bad. And we're just waiting for Piglet to fly near us. If I'm not mistaken though, Piglet will not actually appear. Yeah. For another 10 seconds. I don't know why they give me a fucking minute and a half
Jump down,
timer.
Piglet. I'll catch you.
Although I think it's more a case of if you lose Pooh, you also lose
You can do it,
progress on
Piglet.
getting to the
You
end.
just have to be brave.
So you just gotta keep hitting triangle to grab them.
Sora.
But if you don't ever lose them, then it keeps going.
All right, Sora. I'll try.
Don't know if I'd call that brave, but alright.
Oh, that was rather frightening. I do hope you're all right, Piglet.
Oh, Boo. You remembered my name? You really, truly remembered?
Of course, Piglet. But today, I think I shall call you my friend Piglet, who is very brave.
Me? Very brave? No, but it's easy to be brave when I have a wonderful friend like you, Pooh Bear.
I'm happy for you guys.
Oh, and thank you for rescuing my friend Piglet, somebody I don't know.
Oh, sure. Don't mention it.
Chest I missed. I'm pissed. Bye, Sheik. Bye, Sheik. Yeah, if you're wondering what that pop up at the top left is, the black box, that's Sheik entering
Your
and
internet.
leaving because of NAT type issues.
Your internet is shitty boo-boo today.
Not every day. Well, in all honesty,
Shitty,
it was great
shitty
the
boo.
entire time everyone was gone because I was home alone, so
What,
only
baby?
my devices were on, so I had great internet.
Do you want me to leave the party?
Why do you have to
I've
leave
been
the
in
party?
before and still watched shows, honey. Oh, we're watching Game of Thrones. She's like, you're not even gonna watch it.
Come on.
Someone's gonna kill someone because of...
Exactly. Someone's gonna die because someone else stuck a flute up their pussy, and they were like, oh, that's against God. Dragons are gonna kill you now because I have a midget. Yay!
That's too bad, Eeyore. After all that
Yep.
work.
No
You know, Drake?
matter. Most likely would have fallen
She's getting all
down
mad and
anyway.
sour now.
Well, I'll help you fix your house.
Careful, you're gonna piss off the divines.
Oh, hello.
Fucking Daenerys Targaryen's gonna come down and set you on
Thanks for
fire.
offering. Wouldn't wanna
On her
spoil your
dragon
fun
Drogo.
day, though.
Well, hello, Piglet.
Brugon.
And hello, somebody I don't know.
Dothraki.
Pooh, this is Eeyore. You know Eeyore, don't you?
See, I prefer the form of
I do?
Daenerys Targaryen that I've seen.
Yeah, but you've seen her naked.
What could have happened to her?
I mean, technically,
That's
if you watch
only
the
reason
show,
you
so have
prefer
you.
it. Yeah, you're
Oh,
not wrong. I
I have
have
an
seen her
idea.
naked.
Maybe Pooh's tummy is so rumbly that it's making him forget. If
Yeah, we
bring
did.
him
Whenever
some
she was
honey,
in the
he's
fire,
sure
we
to
saw her
remember.
buck ass naked.
Well, I guess it's worth a try.
Yeah, we don't see her with JJ, but we see everything else.
Probably not.
Or maybe you haven't.
First, we gotta find some honey.
The only reason you've seen her vagina is because you fucking looked at it on
If
a
honey's
drawing.
what you're looking for, I know just the place.
Drawing, sir. What kind of
Follow me.
plebeian do you take me for? It was a 3D model?
Oh, my apologies.
Gotta love Honey Select. Gotta also love how I'm in like the most child-friendly level of Kingdom Hearts, and this is what we're talking about.
I mean, what are you in, Winnie the Pooh?
Yup.
That's about right. One of these things just doesn't belong here.
One of these kids is not like the others. One of these kids is dead.
It is Game of Thrones.
Splendid, just splendid.
Oh, I just got murderized.
What are you playing?
Final Fantasy 14.
Figured. What level are you up to?
This is the place
I am now a level 10.
Wow, look at that.
How
Yeah, I'm level
yummy
10
for my
thumbs there.
tummy.
Yeah, because I got sleep.
But doesn't that honey belong to someone?
Why is it that in the 100-acre wood all the animals seem to hoard the shit out of honey, yet bears are the only ones with the proclivity towards it? To my knowledge, rabbits would rather eat, like, vegetables and nuts. Bears not really gonna go for honey. See, Winnie the Pooh could never work in 2018, almost 2019. Mostly because, bees are fucking endangered.
Well, when the bees go, we all die.
No, we're just gonna have to give that job to a bunch of people who need it. Where it's like, here, your job is gonna be to run around with a fucking eyedropper and just spread pollen.
Yeah, she hung herself because he killed his fucking daughter.
Who's dead now?
Stannis' wife. She killed herself because he burned his daughter alive at the stake for the blessing of the fire god.
Head for the finish line, look out for obstacles, put triangle left hitting an obstacle to rescue Pooh.
If you burn your kid, you're not gonna get a blessing. You're gonna get cursed.
Try to move. Game's over when Pooh is out of HP. For an obstacle one time.
My tummy rumbled.
I like how it says hold square to move quicker. I just have square held. Start. There's no other button inputs required.
Rich, is there a Game of Thrones Monopoly?
How the fuck am I gonna know?
He said, in these words, how the fuck am I gonna know?
I can Google it when I'm not in the middle of something.
My tummy rumbled.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is how you keep a marriage together.
What happened?
Thank you very much.
Me just
dear
repeating back what you
sir.
said. Never lie. If you lie, there's no point there's really no point in even talking if you lie to the other person.
Gopher here. Gopher's the name.
Handy dandy relationship advice from Pop Shake.
Thank you very much, dear somebody.
Pardon me while I just fucking Tokyo drifted a honey pop.
I remember more than you think and less than you know. That sounded both cryptic and kind of asinine.
What happened?
Nothing. She asked me how I remembered something from Hotel Transylvania, and ways to piss off your wife, number 787.
As much as you'd like.
Why, thank you.
Remember a thing she didn't want you to remember.
Remember a thing she didn't want you to remember, and then call it the wrong thing.
Cause then she's gonna yell at you and be like, no, it's this, and you're like, aha, so you remember it too.
A smackerel or two of honey?
Winnie the Pooh, you
It's
glutton.
called,
My tummy seems to be telling me there's some honey right in there.
American Horror Story to Hotel Transylvania, just to piss her off.
Mother, I'm stuck.
He still doesn't remember. What in the world has gotten into Pooh Bear?
Whatever it is, we better help him.
Oh, yes, and quickly, too.
No stuff and fluff.
1, 2, 3. You're okay now, Pooh.
Well, I wouldn't be so sure of that if I were you. Why, just look at him. He doesn't even remember who I am. Perhaps it's all this blustery wind, or maybe
Yeah,
he's
I am gonna jump
actually
off
needs more
here. I
honey,
just wanted to
or
jump in,
he's
say hi,
sleepwalking and dreaming.
hang for a minute. I'm gonna get off here and watch this
Well, if I am dreaming, which I
incestuous
suppose
show.
I could be, I hope
Hey,
that I get to the part where you invite
Don't
me
knock
to lunch
incest.
again
It worked for
very soon,
Oedipus. It
Rabbit.
can work for you.
That's right. You're
Don't
always
knock
stopping
incest,
by
it
for
worked
lunch.
for Oedipus.
Wait, Pooh, you called me Rabbit.
I'll be sure to do
Well,
that,
of
buddy.
course, Rabbit.
What about Eeyore? And do
Honey.
you remember Eeyore, too?
How about we
Pooh?
castrate you and see how you like
Hello
it?
there, Eeyore. It's ever so nice to see you today.
Thanks for noticing.
I can
me,
remove your
Pooh
labia.
Bear.
And hello to you too, somebody I don't know.
Well, you
Well,
can. It's called a
At least you remember Rabbit and
hysterectomy.
Eeyore now.
And you sew up the veg. Just make it a straight slate down there. God, she is just sucking all of the fun out of this. Just like you do our marriage. That was mean and I apologize.
At least you acknowledge where the line is and know when
Hi.
you've crossed it.
Yeah, I saw the line
Yes,
about
hello there,
30
somebody I
seconds
don't
ago
know.
and then crossed it.
Eeyore told me Pooh wasn't quite himself. I thought this might be just what the poor dear needed.
Yeah, I hope it'll make Pooh better.
You get offended by other little statements I make.
A present.
Oh God, internet, why?
Presents are what Tiggers like best. And it's
Alright,
not even
well
my
I'm gonna
birthday,
jump
you'll
off
be
here.
Wait, wait,
Watch my
wait,
show.
I'm in the Winnie the Pooh world where there's fucking Tigger and Kanga, and I just thought of this one picture on the internet where it's like Kanga on the on the couch, and there's like 5 Tiggers in the background, and they're like, and then the Brazzers logo is in the corner, and then immediately below that was the comment, "How could there be more than one Tigger? Because he is the only Tigger." You're like, that's what's wrong with this picture. That of all the things, that was what was wrong.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that comment. Alright, I'll talk to you later, buddy.
Talk to you later. Fucking the internet, goddamn. Alright, do I talk to Tigger? Tigger, you useless shit. And now for a minigame. Pop the target number of balloons before time runs out. Time your jump on the trampoline. Press triangle. The right time. Time your bounce on the balloon.
I bet you remember me now, don't you, Buddy Bear?
Well, I remember that bouncing always makes me hungry.
All that bouncing and he still doesn't remember me? Well, then I guess bouncing's not the answer. It makes a Tigger almost never want to bounce again.
Oh, please be careful with that.
Oh, sorry.
You could have just ended over the fucking
not
bottle to
remembering me
begin
has
with.
me confused. I don't even feel like bouncing.
Oh, but Tigger, I always thought that bouncing was what Tiggers did best.
Pooh Boy, you remember me. You do remember your old buddy Tigger after all. That's great.
I wonder who that is. Oh well, perhaps I'll remember tomorrow.
What just happened? Did he just fall asleep and dream of himself seeing us? But he was on the hill looking down at Sora, but also floating through the sky. That's fucking weird, yo. And time for page number 5. Yeah, see, I was right in saying that this will take about an hour. It's already been about 40 minutes. I'm sorry, but it's just, you think there might be a jaguar in there? Immediately reminded me of Red Dead Redemption 2 with that fucking white cougar. I was just like, what's in this cave? Death. I was like, oh god. Better hear what everyone has to say. Or, you know, we just got to hang it and apparently just be done. Courage gauge will decrease when friends become lost, and even while walking. Courage gauge is emptied, friends will begin to panic. When they're panicked, calm them down by staying close to them. And we gotta find her. So. Some bees.
Yeah.
Oh, just.
Yeah. Yeah.
everyone good? Everyone good? Alright, everyone. Deuces. Keep up. They did not keep up. Alright. I feel like there's more in here I could be getting. Hopefully I can just explore this stuff afterwards.
Pooh, there you are. Hey, we looked everywhere for you.
I was looking for a very dear friend that I
Clearly
remember
not.
I made a very important promise to.
So, did you find him?
No, I looked and looked, but he doesn't seem to be anywhere.
Oh, Pooh Boy, so there you are.
But Tigger, did you
We
have to
established
bounce me
that.
so bouncily?
Gosh, I thought a jaguar had gotten you.
Oh dear, I hadn't thought of that. I do hope a jaguar hasn't gone and gobbled up my friend.
Now try to remember, Pooh. Isn't Sora the one you're looking for?
Oh, the jaguar.
No, it's just your tummy grumbling. You must be hungry. Come on, let's head home and see if we can find you some honey.
I'd like that, Sora.
Pooh, you finally remembered.
Remembered what, Sora?
Pooh.
You can't forget that you
I
forgot.
like it ever so much when you're cheerful, Sora.
Me too, Pooh.
Oh, there's a bit of a rumbly in my tumbly.
All right, then let's go home.
And then they were all mauled to death by a jaguar. There's another page? Sweet memories has a strength of 0. Holy shit. But it increases the drop rate of drive orbs. You know, there's that. Defense boost, yup. Magic boost, yup. What else is in stock? Oh, a draw ring. I got better shit to do with my accessories. I do, however, want to equip some new items. Under the... Where is it? I still want the form boosts equipped. I see, it increases XP, but only when you're at half health or less. I don't like my health getting that low. Increase the amount of time for the limits. I don't care about that. Nah, we'll do jackpot overdraw. I'm gonna explore this cave real quick before we go on to the last level. Oh, are you serious? Fine. I know how it works. So now I'm gonna do this. He was over this way. Yeah, I knew there was a chest in it. I kind of need the ore cup. Alright, cool. So it's a small cave. Oh, it counts up, not down. take all the time I need. Let's go down here. Stop that. There you go. I wanted to make sure I explode everything. There's 4 of you. Where's the or 3 of you? There's the 4th. How am I supposed to pull you all together? Fucking this way. This way. A lot of you. I'm about to smack y'all with a keyblade. I can't actually, like, I cannot draw them closer. This is growing increasingly more annoying. Alright, I got 3. 3, and they're gone. Tiger! Fuck! Alright, you know what? Do I have the items? Yeah, I have the IP boost. That's all I cared about. Deuces. I know, his head's in a pot. Sure, I'll help you in that.
There.
Go. Tremendous increase to max AP, you say? How much is tremendous? Wow, fucking 8. Jeez. You know what? I'll throw away 1 magic for 5 AP. I'm okay with that. Another AP boost, I'm guessing. Oh, another recipe. That also works. Leave leave him be. We just fucking okay. So apparently up doesn't work. Help Pooh out of the honey pot. Triangle to stop the power gauge. Triangle to swing.
Oh my.
You wanna? Do we really? Okay. Run up. Triangle. I apparently failed at the minigame that had no tutorial other than push triangle. So, triangle.
Oh my.
Oh, okay, so apparently I have to hold triangle. I like how it said press triangle to begin, and then press triangle to aim. Alright, so now we're gonna do this holding triangle. Okay, so holding triangle doesn't work. Did I misread the rules when it said press triangle to throw and press triangle for power and press triangle to aim and shit? Oh, okay. That's how it goes. I just don't press triangle immediately. I have to wait for the bar to fill. Shut up. I hit triangle. Okay, we apparently just didn't have enough power. Mini games can get annoying sometimes. Oh yeah. I completely agree with you there, John. Also, hello, Anissa. The music of Pooh's World really got stuck in your head. Yeah, that's rather common. Done. That was annoying. It was needlessly complicated.
So, what were you doing here?
I was thinking, perhaps there's a way to make it so you won't go away.
You mean
Cancer.
a way to make me stay?
Yes. Would there be such a thing as a way to make it so you don't go away again?
Pooh. Don't worry. I promise I'll come back and visit you now and then.
Could you make it now and now instead? That seems a bit better to me. Sora, if I go looking for you, will I find you?
I'll always be with you, right here. You don't have to go anywhere. Just stay here, and you can see me anytime you want.
You mean I just have to stay right here?
Yep, that's all.
Would you promise?
Promise.
I promise too.
And so do Rue and I.
We sure do.
You're welcome to visit us anytime, Sora.
Thanks.
After all,
I've been watching the Dragon Ball series from the ground up for the past few months, starting with Dragon Ball, just getting to the start of the Boo saga. Yeah, man, you want to watch all of Dragon Ball, you might as well start watching fucking One Piece while you're at it.
Start bouncing and think of your pal Tigger.
I am,
I will, Tigger.
You know, it's one of those moments where it's like, it's too late to get into the series, and honestly, I'd be afraid
I
to.
won't be sad, because you'll always be right here, forever and ever. Right, Sora?
And all of you are right here too.
I caught up with One Piece yesterday. Yeah, but you've been watching One Piece. I'm talking like if I were to start from episode 1, there are over 800 fucking episodes, and quite frankly, I can't be bothered to give a fuck. Alright, so this is Winnie the Pooh's level done. Now I'm gonna go kick the shit out of Sephiroth. The fuck was that noise? Hello, people joining the stream. Feel free to leave a comment. They're not on the screen, but I do have them on my computer, so I can see comments. Started from episode 1 of One Piece when it was in the 600s. Yeah, no, I'd still... Too much. Just too much. This is another trophy down. Oh, wait, I'm on Holobet. Wow. I'm a world's map just to make this fucking quicker. New episode has been added. Yeah, no shit. Except now, I can do this. Look, enemies. And we're done. Yeah, here he is. Alright, I'm gonna go back and save. No point in trying to fight him if there, or no point in saving if it was just gonna fucking stand here and do nothing. Alright. So, wish me luck. I'm about to fight what some regard... Well... Sephiroth was the hardest fight of the original Kingdom Hearts 2. Now they have this undying will and shit. So they have crazier enemies. Yeah, we're gonna go fight Sephiroth. I don't think I'm gonna do well my first time. It's gonna take a couple tries, but creator of Boo was named Bobbity, right? He was killed. Boo was sealed until his son.
By the way,
I have no idea what you mean.
you three. Who are you?
Well, I'm not sure we should tell you.
Well, that's an interesting sword you're carrying.
It's the Keyblade.
I see. So that's a Keyblade. And I suppose you must be its chosen wielder.
Oh, creator of Boo was Bibbidi.
I wonder if
killed Boo, sealed his son, Bobbity. Oh man.
Show me your strength. That's enough.
Yeah, no, I remember that you have to smash triangle at the beginning of that fight. Oh. Oh god, I forgot how much damage you do. Deuces.
That's enough.
I hit triangle, but I guess not. Also, I expect to die in this fight many times. Dead. He's gonna teleport and he's gonna kill me a lot. Do I have to watch this cutscene every time?
What is...
Yeah, I do.
Show me your strength. That's enough.
This is it. Back off. Yeah. Back off. Yeah.
That's enough.
Whenever the screen gets dark, hit triangle. I cannot read comments at this moment. I'm sure you understand.
Back off. Take this. Yeah.
That's enough.
It's over. It's over.
That's enough.
Yeah. Take this. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. He can hit you anywhere with that. Oh, dragon. First it was Frieza and his father, King Cool. Later on, movie Frieza's older brother, Cooler. Now this. Yeah, no, they're really not original with the names. Like, literally, their names are Bibbidi Bobbidi and Boo.
Show me.
And you're like, alright, why though?
That's enough.
No to that attack. Jump the fuck out of you. Do the air dodge, followed by the glide, followed by that. Oh, I was hoping to move in on the last. Bad fucking run.
Show me your strength. That's enough.
Yeah. Yeah. This is it. This is it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back off. Yeah. Yeah.
Jump. Straight out the combo.
Yeah.
That's enough.
I hit triangle, you fucking fancy-ass slut. I hit triangle.
Show me your strength. That's enough.
It's over. Yeah. Back off. This is it. Yeah. Back off. Yeah.
I forgot, if you're in critical mode, you can't. You can still die.
What is Cloud doing? Show me your
Let's
strength.
pick his fucking nose.
That's enough.
I think I might have to come back to this, because I am not equipped. Or just have to do it fucking perfectly.
That's enough.
I didn't know I could just fucking bait out nothingness like that. That's funny. No, dude. Get juggled. Hey, I'm just gonna dodge. And then you're gonna warp.
That's enough.
Or do that. That can also just be fucking countered. I'm gonna just stay over here.
That's enough.
I don't know what you would plan to... Just, you know what? Please keep doing that attack. Whoa, air dodge. Have a good one.
That's enough.
Oh. Oh, that's all of my fucking health instantly. Oh, death. Yeah, see, that's the problem, is I know that the fight's gonna get a lot harder, and I don't think I'm equipped for that. Let's see. Actually, I think it's very original, whole theme of it. It's quite difficult to come up with character names. His health gets halfway, all heck breaks loose. Well, he starts casting Fallen Angel, which instantly drops you to 1 HP, but you can quickly counter that by just... He'll always do Fallen Angel followed by the triangle thing, so immediately after it happens, hit triangle, pop a potion, and then attack him. And so it's just a case of having potions unequipped, which is easy. I honestly, yeah, I don't think I'm equipped for this yet, which is sad to say. Because I can barely get him to the fucking crazy magic phase, and I am not equipped for that. So we're gonna forego the Sephiroth fight, but that's Sephiroth. I don't even know where Lingering Will is. I know he's a thing somewhere doing a thing at a place. So we're just gonna jump in and we're gonna end this. Yeah, there we are, back there, Kingdom Hearts, big fuck off door. Hey folks. Alright, well, moving on. Go to the cave and train. Oh yeah, you're right. I still haven't done that cave. Let's go see what's in that cave. Probably my death. That's why it was funny when I first encountered the cave. I'm like, what the fuck is in here? And Johnny was like, what level are you? I was like, 25. He's like, get the fuck out of there now. I was getting my ass demolished in the Cave of Remembrance. But I was also super low level. So. Now we'll see what we're running into. I can also now actually explore the cave. Because they're gonna... The platforming was difficult, but I didn't have the abilities for it, so. Oh wow, I just demolished you guys now. You guys used to give me so much trouble. I mean, granted, fucking shit gets crazier as the fight progresses. I fucking hate the car so much. Grab that. Where's the other one? Oh, whatever. Grab this chest. The car can eat my ass. Not dealing with it. Really? I just lost all momentum in midair because that bat fucking poked me. Oh, come on. I can't make that jump. Make it. Make it. Huh. Because I may not be able to complete this shit, but I can at least show off some of it, you know? Like, I showed off some of the Sephiroth fight. It gets significantly stronger. Like, he is a pain in the ass to kill. What do you do? Oh, you give drive orbs. Is this one of those, like, I need a drive form forever? Or I can just, you know... Or not, or we can just not do that. That's cool. Okay, I'm failing to see how a drive form will assist me in this. How does a drive form assist in this? Someone want to explain that one to me? I'm not understanding. Wait a minute, I know what I can do. Damn it, come on. No. No. Grab the ledge, you fuck. Once you finally get strong enough to deal with Heartless, the nobodies will whoop you real good. Oh yeah, you're right. There's probably gonna be fucking nobodies in here. There we go. I love that I just can't hit you in any capacity. Why are you immune to damage? Oh, because you're changing form. That's nice. Just fucking got it. You are right though. I mean, this is something else I could show off. Oh, he's gonna do the fucking rage. 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash. Why can't I hit you? You should 100% be hittable. There we go. There's the transformation I was looking for. And then you transform back? The fuck? I really do hate the cars so much. Oh, hey, another one. One, 2, 3. Die. I don't know which way I'm supposed to go. Mining area. Path unavailable. Okay. It's down here. Nothing I can interact with. Go down here then. A remembrance gem. Whatever the fuck that does. Serenity gem. So I'm getting alchemy materials. Use powerful attacks to open the valves. You'll need to open 3 at once. How the fuck do I manage that one? Fire, I don't think will hit all of them, will it? Nope. What about magnet?
It's over. It's over. Yeah. It's over.
Alright. It was pretty lenient on the timer. gonna say, there's no way I can hit all three of them. They're too far away for fire. They have to be like stacked on top of each other for thunder, and they'd have to be in a row for blizzards. So there's no way I could do that. But it's pretty lenient on the timer, so I was able to just smack them. It's easy. Just wanted to try to see if I could peek around that corner to see if there's a chest. I don't know where everything is in this area. I should also mention this was not in the original Kingdom Hearts 2 that I played, and as such, I don't know where shit is. Alright, so nothing over there. Possible, so let's try this. Change the camera.
Okay.
Nope, still not high enough. Okay. So I think this is the best place I can go.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, even then I don't have the altitude for it. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? Oh, I can ride the wind.
Okay.
I forgot that was a thing I can do. I'm a dumb. I thought I had to do it in that location. Dude, fuck your shit. I can fly.
There.
Hey, new map. Ooh, okay. Gotta be cautious. I can fly right off the map with that. I am curious to see these, oh, hello. How am I supposed to do that one? I think I know how. Oh, I see what they're doing to me. What's down here, though? Oh, more platforming. Great. That is the, you shouldn't have done that. What's down here, though? Oh, fuck! More platforming. Great. Now we can go run around here. Run around here. Run around here. I could just do that, not worry about the timing. Alright, so, let's ignore that little blunder. Yellow. So, I'm assuming you want me to do master, which means I need to do this. Oh, that's why Johnny was saying you need to be in the form. So, if I actually...
Let's go.
No, even then I don't have the fuck space I need. There it is.
Yeah.
Because now I'm in master form, so why not use it, right?
Yeah. 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 Ha. Yeah.
How are you unhittable? No, you're unhittable with all forms of physical or magic. Oh, the book is in the way. That's why. Look at that combat challenge done. Perfect timing too. So the last one that I was able to like jump and skip through, I wasn't supposed to do that. The ball was blue, so it wanted me in wisdom form to like float across there. Would you actually surf across your keyboard or keyboard? Would you surf across your keyblade though and actually do that? Oh, you would have. Although actually, yeah, that's right. It's a straight shot, so if I used quick run, I could have just shot through it that way. That makes sense. I mean, hey man, free experience is free experience. I'm not getting that. No, I am getting good experience actually. Y'all are worth 600 a pop. Fucking the nobody's I was killing were worth like 400. So this is still good XP. Come on, give me the money. Or don't. Fuck you. I honestly disabled quick run. I was like, why have quick run? Also, my mic. Why have quick run if I also have dodge roll? I'm not trying to attack the fucking machine. I'm trying to attack the fucking heartless. Dumb. Bitches, I can glide. I can still fucking glide. I really do hate the wind mages because of how much they can just juggle the fuck out of you. I also hate that there's no way to choose who you're targeting, and I'm off the edge now. Like, once you're locked on, you're fucking locked on, buddy. You can't move. And once the reticle is on an enemy, it doesn't seem to want to change that enemy until that enemy is fucking dead. Alright, so you're gonna push. I'm gonna do that. Do that. Do that. Alright, progress made. Finally. I think I don't want to go out there, because that'll just push me into this shit I've already done. So I can't go back. I have to go forward. I'd rather not fight in a very dangerous environment where I can fall off to my death pit. So I'm just gonna not fight and say, fuck that noise. Ow, oh, okay. Now I'm in this. Fuck you. Do you chime in constantly? Alright, well, now I'm up here. Are you just blocking me? Is that what's happening? I literally cannot proceed because enemies exist. Also, I can't attack enemies because windshield is going to juggle me. Like so. I haven't touched the ground. Am I able to get through that? Nope. Up. Do I have to ground it? Is that what it was? It's because I was in the air? Fucking... Every single time I tried to jump through, it was like, no, you can't. Fuck you. Okay, well, fuck y'all, bitches. I can fly. Unless that fucking weird typing shit's gonna block my progress again. Where does this lead? The very beginning. I'm gonna not foolishly jump down there. Hello, I saw that. Booyah. No progress lost. We got it. Oh, yeah, big box. Ta-da. Alright, so you want me in ultimate form. Which actually, this raises a very quick question. Oh, okay, this only kicks out a certain number of drive orbs? Yes.
It's over.
But, never mind, that answers my question. I already had glide level 3, so that was no problem. Whoa. Well, this place is cool.
Yeah.
He's just fucking pulling the whole damn crowd with him. Wow, dude, these husks have held for days! Thankfully, you just gotta remember that husks have ridiculous reaction command weakness. And you just gotta make sure you, every now and then, you pop her. So this is what John was talking about with nobody's whooping my ass. Now I gotta deal with these fuckers. I love not moving. Still not moving. Still not able to move. That was a lot of nobodies. To be fair, I was also supposed to be an ultimate form. Big thing to remember with the crossbows is when you hear the crossbow fire, smash triangle. Like that. Oh fuck, the berserkers. These I gotta be careful with. There we go. Ow, 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 the struggle is real. Ow, 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 ow. Nope, I didn't even touch the ground, man. What the fuck was that? I was like, alright, well, I gotta use an item or I'm gonna die. Soon as I fucking got to items, like, it was still fucking great, and they're like, no, you're dead. Fuck you. Fuck you with the warp snipe. I will warp snipe fucking head in. Warp. Alright, now for attempt number 2, it's Berserkers. Fuck you with your own fucking hammer. And then grab the next one. Do it again, grab it as soon as you land. This is what I was doing last time, was that I kicked the shit out of him. I was looking for his hammer and couldn't find it. This is the way you kill them, is you just combo their fucking berserk into them infinitely. You don't even have to swing a keyblade at them. You just smack them with their own thing. You do berserk, you grab the next one. You do berserk again, ow, grab this, thank you. Smack shit out of them, land, grab berserk. This is how you kill them. This is honestly how you kill all of them. This reaction command is OP as shit because it vacuums them in and makes them unable to fight. And now actually it becomes more problematic because they're not alive. Nope. And now I'm a card. What a card, right? Also, I can't, like, move down at all. So. Nice juggle there on the fucking third. I am... Oh, fuck. Oh, I failed. Bye. I'm gonna just coast away. Ow. Hide. I have no choice. I just had to be really fucking cautious with that. By the way, folks, this is pretty much the next place I'm supposed to go. Difficulty-wise, this is actually a challenge. Fuck. Aw, damn it, I didn't grab his hammer. Nope. Oh, crap. Air dodge. Air dodge for the win. Air dodge is so fucking friendly right now. Nope. Are you serious? You're gonna combo an attack I can't dodge, block, or fucking do anything? Like, if I get hit with it, I'm just fucked. And then... There we go. Drop your fucking hammer. Triangle. Beat you with your own fucking hammer. Beat you with your own fucking hammer again. Grab the hammer again. I'm not gonna do that. Oh, I'm a fucking card again. Thought I had that timed right. No, I didn't. Ow. You want to keep beating him? He's super low. Yeah, there you go. There you go, Goofy. You're fucking hitting him at least. Alright, someone else got the kill. Next era is worse, although I'm pretty sure great sword guys aren't there. Yeah, I can only imagine. Oh, the Dragoons? The Dragoons are fun. Don't get me wrong, they will fucking destroy you on damage. You just have to try to keep an eye out for a learn. To do that. Because usually when learn pops up, you can use learn and jump before they'll actually do their jump, and you'll interrupt their jump. And also I have the magnet pull attack, so I do that and keep pulling them in, which also interrupts whatever the fuck it is they're doing. Which is a fantastic combo ability, because I keep interrupting their pull. There's like 3 or 4 waves of enemies here. Oh yeah, I couldn't do these. I definitely see that as being a thing in my near future. This is the first wave. And now they're dead. So of course more are gonna spawn. Oh, the little dudes. Oh, the dancers. I fucking hate the dancers. The dancers are a pain in my ass. Because they're just like, hi, I'm gonna throw you. And then as soon as you come out of the throw from one, you'll get thrown by the next one, and it's like, can you fucking die in a fire? Like, that's what's happening to me right now, by the way. Is I'm coming out of this into kicks. You know what? Oh, getting juggled. There we go. Wow, you interrupted my comboing of everything's fucking face. Oh, there's the throw for half my health? Jesus. Get fucking hardcore juggled. Oh, I'm getting thrown again. Oh god, the fucking Dice Master. I was gonna say, I don't think I can actually heal. No, I could have. I'm an idiot. I could have used my heal. Whatever. Onward to phase 3. I hate the cubes. Oh, well. No, my least favorite is still the dancer. I hate the dancer, or the later, or whatever the fuck her actual name is. The ones that are just like, by the way, I know you're in the middle of something, but I'm just gonna grab you, fling you around a bit, and then throw you. When I throw you, you're going to be thrown in a weird fucking direction, as fucking always. Fuck you, jump. The weird thing that I always found with that, too, is that, like, I hit fucking... There's no way to get out of it. There's no way to get out of their grab attack. I would love to be able to, like, fucking hit something. I've yet to actually been able to get my magnet attack off. There it is. Because that'll interrupt them, which makes it so much easier. Might as well pop this now. What? What am I fighting? You want to run this one by me again? I'm fighting the enemy with no hitbox? Beg your pardon. Alright, well, that's a thing, I guess. I'm gonna just stay away and let you... Alright, cool. That's another thing I can do. Like, what even just happened there? Did I fucking make him unspawn? Like, what happened? Hey, guess what? I'm not gonna let you touch the fucking ground. I'm gonna just juggle the living shit out of you right here and now. Oh, cool. The lock-on was nice to me and gave me something I actually wanted to lock onto. Oh, there I go, getting flung again. Oh, there they were getting flung again. Oh, you want to juggle me, huh? You want to juggle me? You like getting juggled? Do you, bitch? Do you, bitch? Yeah, exactly. Oh, get your ass out of my face. The dice guys you gotta be careful of because their combos can randomly decide to just combo the shit out of you. Oh, man, it's flung again. Getting flung again. long. What? What? I'm sorry, second chance? What? I'm sorry, but what? I am sorry, but fucking what? What do you mean great trash talk? I'm confused. What was I trash talking? That part just confused me because I was like, I'm not in critical, so I should survive for all intensive fucking purposes. And they were like, no, you're not gonna. You're not gonna. And yeah, I'm sorry, I'm reading comments when not in combat. What time is it? 9:30. Cool. I'm gonna stay in here until about 10 o'clock. Unless I get very frustrated, which is in fact a possibility. If I get very mad, I will just fucking leave early. But, yeah, no, I'm not really equipped for fucking, our boy Sephiroth there. I wanted to attempt him, but no, I would need to be a couple dozen fucking levels higher, which would require a couple dozen runs through of the what's it called? No, a bunch of run throughs of fucking oh, I'm getting thrown. I honestly want to stay in midair because that's how I get the fucking magnet pull. And that makes it so much easier. Oh yeah, that's right. Get juggled. Get juggled, you fucking thing, bitch. I just hate that. They'll just decide, meh, I don't want to. I'm mashing the heal button. Oh, getting thrown again. Getting thrown again. Hi. I just wanted to heal. Ow, 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 ow. Well, so much for fucking healing. I now see why you don't like the dice. Right, I was pocketing this for a while. Oh, getting juggled. You know what I mean? Middle of your combo. I don't care. I can't move. Still can't move. Still unable to move. There we go. I'm mashing X. Mashing X. There we go. I was gonna say I'm mashing X to heal the second I'm able. Come on, kill the dancer. Kill the dancer. Alright, good. I'd love to move. I'd love to move. I just love how fucking shit can juggle you, and it's like, I don't care what you're doing. I'm just going to juggle the fuck out of you. Hello from Italy. Well, hello from fucking Massachusetts. Hope things are going well where you are. Thank you, Donald. Honestly, as long as it's not dancers, I don't fucking care. I can handle dice. They're annoying, but I can handle them. Or apparently I fucking can't. There we go, that's what I wanted to do. Because I know that would interrupt the fucking dragoons, but no problem. The dragoons are not a problem to me at all. Dice just occasionally decide to beat the living shit out of me. Wow, I have gotten a lot of fucking drives stage. I can repop Final Form if I wanted to. If there's another wave after this, I will pop Final Form. And resume beating the living shit out of stuff. We done? Whoa, where are the dice coming from? I'd love to heal. Are you serious? One hit from dead, and he's gonna combo me into oblivion for all of my health. Yup, that is what happened. I just fucking healed. Alright. You wanna actually use the fucking potion? I'm in the corner. I said I would. Yep, getting thrown. The fucking dancers did die. I got one in this combo and I'm happy. Getting thrown again. Thrown again. Why am I locked on? I fucking stop locking on. I'm not locking on. I'm not hitting R1 specifically to not lock on, and it's still locking me on the thing. Like, the fuck? I don't even want to attack the guys above me. I want to kill the dancers. Oh, getting thrown again. Getting thrown. I'm dead. I was mashing L1 and X, and they were like, no, because you're going to fucking... It's the second. I mean, the second you have hitbox collision and can get grabbed, they're going to grab you. Because I'm mashing L1 and X, which I have leaf braces, so I should not be interruptible while healing. So I should have been fine to heal myself. But they were like, no, you can't. So, fuck off and die. So, this is me saying I don't care what's at the end of this place. Wow, if I didn't have that jump to get out of that hole, I wouldn't have been able to make it out of that hole. Oh, wrong one. I need to do this. Wait, we're just leaving. This is just me not giving a fuck anymore. And that's always been my thing. Is that, like, I'm okay with challenge, but sometimes it's just stupid. And I'm like, why are you a thing? This challenge doesn't need to exist. Bye. Alright, so that's about as much as I care about that. Well, we were at least able to knock out Winnie the Pooh's level. I was able to show you some of the Caves of Remembrance and some of Winnie the Pooh. So, there's something for those of you who have the game and don't know what the hell's in there. You guys get to enjoy that grind for yourself. But, you know, I like the game, and I'm not going to play it so much to the point that I may hit level 99 and may be able to handle those areas. But in all honesty, at that point, I won't want to play the fucking game anymore. So, we're just going to go ahead and end this.
Get ready, Xemnas. It all ends here. Huh?
So, it seems your hearts have led you to obliteration. Perhaps it doesn't pay to be too loyal to one's heart.
Oh, Xemnas, you're boring me to fucking tears here,
Sure
pal.
and remember
I'm
that.
gonna just take a nap real quick while you figure out what the fuck you're doing. Oh, cool, he's throwing a building at me.
No!
I mean, in all honesty, I think it's a good idea that they didn't follow because they're kind of not good at fighting. No. So that whole thing, he just suddenly pulled some awesome fucking Keyblade shit out of his ass.
Let's go!
Gotta love reaction commands where Sora can suddenly be automated to be a badass, and you're like, when the fuck was that a thing? And you're like, it's a thing now. Sora's just a badass. Wasn't beforehand, he is now though. Where the fuck did the triangle input go for that? That fucking triangle input was there for a second. Am I going too fast? Is that? Yep, I'm going too fast. It's because I was going so fast, but they were like, no, you can't do that. So now I'm just cutting buildings in half. That's, you know, I can cut a building in half, yet a dancer can throw me across the room for half my health. Knock enemies into the core to damage it. Alright, so we just gotta kill stuff. Oh wow, I one-shot these. Yeah, I like one-shot these. That's the funny thing too, is that because there's like stuff to do after the final fight, which this, by the way, folks, is the final fight for the story. And then we do the left side. Because notice the amount of experience I'm getting. Well, I can't really use these guys as a frame of reference for experience. They're only giving me 60. They're fucking giving me crap. I should be able to defeat these in one run. Place is going to explode, stunt dodge. Yeah, I was going to say, you should be able to destroy them in one go, so. Sorry I scrubbed it on the right cylinder the first time. And now it'll be super easy to kill it this time. Done. Also, now we have the ability to just fly. Gravity's just out the window, so we just don't give him no fuck. Now I have to defeat the energy core of a building. Figure that one out. Also notice this one's health bar as compared to the one in the fucking Halls of Remembrance. Which ones are significantly easier to kill. Cool, you made a spear. I made a good blade, bitch. Oh, that's the last time. Oh, hey, Berserkers! I already know the strategy to you if lock-on will be kind and actually select the fucking Berserker. Thank you. We just pick shit up with the triangle attack, and then we just Oh, what's that? The building's attacking me. Too bad I'm using fucking Berserk and making myself immune to all damage during the animation, so eat a dick. In all honesty, because the Cave of Remembrance is so fucking hard, like, this is gonna be significantly easier. This is nothing compared to the Cave of Remembrance in terms of difficulty. And I didn't even get to the hardest part of the Cave of fucking Remembrance. Because the hardest part is the fucking crazy shit that Donnie was talking about, where you get to fight the holograms of the organization members, but apparently they all have like 9 fucking health bars and shit. Basically, it's like a Sephiroth fight, you know, with the fucking like 9 or... yeah, something like 13 or 15 health bars or some shit. And we fight the king of the nobodies. Or whatever the fuck you call this guy. Yeah, you can curse me all you fucking like. I do way too much damage and you only have 4 health bars, so... oh, cool, you did some damage there. Too bad I can also fucking fly. I like how he actually knocked me anyway for that. So he's dead. Let's see, what do we got? I grinded the crap out of that place. Yeah, no, fuck those caves. I'm not doing that again. Area with the last area before you get to the room with the holograms. Well, it's a good thing I left when I did. Because, in all honesty, I was already getting fucking annoyed. So. Also, you blow out the wall for a shortcut that leads straight to that room.
Rage.
I'm sure I would have unlocked that had I beaten that last area, but no.
Xemnas, there's more
That's
to
always
a
been my
heart
thing
than
about
just
it, man.
anger or hate.
I
It's full of
enjoy
all
playing the
kinds of
game,
feelings.
and I'll play it,
Don't you
but I'm not
remember?
going to 100% it if I have to bend over backwards. And, you know, it's just some shit's fucking bending over backwards, and I'm not going to do it. Alright, so Xemnas is dead. We have now eliminated all 13 members of the organization. Coolio.
Gosh, you all did great.
Sorry, I don't know why I'm yawning.
Because you're a bitch.
It's weird too, I slept later than normal because of fucking crazy shit with 911 going on. That shit pissed me off.
How am I gonna face everyone?
I got a message on my phone. Like, I woke up, it was later than I thought it was, or later than it should have been. I looked at my phone and they were like, by the way, 911 is down. I'm like, okay, whatever.
What do you mean?
Hurry!
I mean those exact words, Johnny. 911 is down.
Okay, and that made you wake up later, how?
Belong in the dark realm anymore.
Because as soon as I hit the home button to get rid of that alert, my alarm went off. My alarm was set for 11 a.m. It was 2 p.m. So, having that alert, no alarm.
Fair enough. I'm glad that happened here after I had already woken up and went to work, but I never got that alert.
Well, I'm not sure.
And you're not in an area where it's down.
Hurry and get through.
I personally don't care.
I guess somebody's gonna die, or somebody died earlier.
That was my
Call
thinking too, is I was just thinking, you know, that is the perfect opportunity for some crimes.
Yeah, you know what? I wouldn't really send out an alert that fucking 911 is down. Honestly. You know?
Well, if I recall correctly, what it comes down to is when you call 911, you get popped to a cellular tower, which then triangulates your area to determine what police station that should go to. And when you do that, apparently that feature, someone had broken it. Something had happened. I don't know what. Apparently there's an FBI investigation and all that shit.
I think I understand.
Well, that's not like I said. That's not really something you
the way you remember me.
you put out there, really. You know, because
you see yourself the way
it makes it harder for those that need help to get help, and those who are looking for an opportunity to do some shit are now like, well, since 911 is down, I'm robbing a store.
It's good for the people that are trying to use it to get help, because then they know they're fucked before they have hope.
Yeah, at that point, that's where if you're the kind where you need to call 911, you know, often you're like, all right, I'm gonna go look up this number to my local precinct to be able to call that number if I can't call 911.
See, and that's the thing right there. The bad part is now everybody knows, hey, I'm gonna go fucking rob someone.
That's what I was saying. This is what I was like, hey, no one can call 911.
I mean, it's a good thing
I wanted
and a
that new
bad thing.
TV.
I wanted that new TV. Yo, how about them lotto tickets, though?
Those require the terminal and certification.
Don't
He
worry.
can't call 911.
You're
What the
all
fuck
still
is he
you.
gonna do?
Hey, let's go home.
Riku,
Right?
come on.
Yeah.
Like...
Sora, Riku!
What?
And the portal closes. Oh no! Sora and Riku are stuck here in this fucking hell world with fucking whatever shall we do?
What world are you in?
I'm in the final fight.
Ah, fair enough. You're finally finishing up. Honestly, Rich, you should, after you beat that, your next thing you should do is try and go through that,
If you say the Caves of Remembrance, I will boot you from this party.
Why? Wait, why?
Because I already went through it.
Did you try to fight one of the holograms?
No, I didn't get to the holograms. I got to the room right before the holograms, apparently, and ran into a fucking stupid wall. I was like, you know what? I don't care.
Ran into a wall?
I ran into a fight I couldn't beat.
Oh, you're talking about the big
Something
fuck-off fight that pops off shit ton of fucking enemies.
Honestly, the most annoying enemies are the dancers. Because it's like,
Yeah,
every now and then I get hit for damage. That's fine. The dancers are just like, by the way, I have an aura on me. You can't damage me. And also,
Magnega.
I'm going to touch you and just throw you against the fucking wall. And it's going to do half
Magnega.
your health for no reason.
Magnega.
Johnny, don't use that type of language.
The point is Magnega will interrupt that fucking bullshit ass stuff that fucking happens. Like,
I didn't know that.
That dance, that is the only way that I have found to fuck those dancers up. Because if you run in, like I've tried Firaga, Firaga will kill them, but she's still gonna fuck you up first.
Yeah, I do hate that they do half my health in a single hit.
Yeah, it's fucking immediate. Now, if you really want to, like, Magnega and Thunderga is what I usually used in there. Like, but only, that's the thing, I only used it on the dancers. If there were no dancers, no magic. Because you do not want to come up against, you do not want the 3 dancers to get summoned and then be out of MP. The only way around that is have MP haste equipped, as well as the Ultima Keyblade, which comes with MP Hastiga.
Yeah, I don't have Ultima.
The Ultima Blade.
I don't want to go make
There's
it.
a reason why the ultimate weapon comes with MP Hastiga. Because they understand that magic is OP. But once you get that MP Hastiga, it's literally Magnega, Thunderga, fucking everything. The only difference is, like, when I say I use my Firaga combo, the Firaga combo that I keep saying about, requires the final form, because the final form's version of Firaga is Fire Jump, basically, because it's super fire. Plus the mobility that you have while you're using final form and using magic, because you're all floaty and shit. That's the, like, my second Keyblade on my final form is not anything but Axel's Keyblade.
I need to heal and I can't. Okay. Well, my health is lower than I'd like it to be, but I'm sure we're done. We're done. That's why it's best to call 911 from a landline. That way they know exactly where you are. John, the fuck owns a landline? A landline's just another bill. We all already have cell phones. And now I get to fight the king again. Only in space. Also, I have the ability to fly. I don't know why. You're doing the final boss, I see. Yeah, Junior. We tried Sephiroth, and it would take a lot of leveling up and shit to beat him. We tried.
What level are you?
Fucking, we tried the Cave of Remembrance, and...
But I couldn't bring myself to say it.
Somewhere in the
Everything
50s.
was back to the way it was before.
You're fine. Sephiroth can be beaten in the 50s.
We'll make that
Can be.
Once this is over,
Do
you
it
can
right.
thank her all you want.
Faithfully, actually, limit form is. Well, limit form and a combination of other abilities that you should have by now.
Our family business, they tell us this every time we take our second aid class. Although the video that makes us watch always says activate EMS. I don't know what that means. You wanna not just shield wall me? I need to beat the crap out of you, sir. What I get for reading comments during the final boss fight. Okay, so his hitbox is directly on the floor. And then I do this, and then I do this. And then I just get to this, and I hit triangle. Or I don't hit triangle, okay.
Are you certain you can trust?
You wanna maybe fucking stop with the dying? There we go. Okay, so I can't do it while gliding. It was because I was holding square to glide that they were like, you can't do that. Why that was the thing, I ow, I didn't actually like that. What you're supposed to do is just drop like a rock. Hi, buddy. Back to beat the crap out of you. Deal shit damage, sir. He's immune to damage, by the way. You have to do this. You know what else should be eternal? There's him just shutting the fuck up. Do these circles. Set the free. Hey, buddy. Whoa. Fucking hey. Are you serious? That's what I load into? Heart. Let me hit you, for fuck's sake! And you fucking wall smack, wall smack. You fucking annoying fucking shit. Can I move? I cannot move. I can move again. Might as well. Yeah, good luck hitting me with this shit now, bitch. Oh yeah, that's right, I glitched you. For a second there I did. Oh, I have no magic. Oh, on fucking cooldown. I'd love to hit you. Riku, you want to move? There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, alright, well, now we're over here, and we can't move.
Yeah.
And knocked away again. You know what, I'm gonna just stay back here. Riku, you having fun? Doing good, Riku? Done. That's why I was waiting. Let's see. Well, the video they make us watch always says activate EMS. Nobody does. Apparently they tried to make that phrase the new call 911.
Heroes from the realm of light.
I have no idea what you're talking about there, Joe.
I will not allow it.
So what a perfect time to use your limit with Riku to kill him. Nah.
If light and darkness are eternal, then surely we nothings must be the same. Eternal.
I gotta say, I like the robes.
You're right.
The black and white.
Light and
in the
darkness
final fight
are
with
eternal.
Xemnas. He looks really
Nothing
cool.
probably goes on forever too. But guess what, Xemnas?
That doesn't mean you're eternal.
Does no one stop and look around at their environment and be like, where the fuck are we?
No more eternal than that radiance of yours. Anger and hate are supreme.
Wait. Cracking knuckles. Alright. Alright.
Go together.
Yeah. That's it. It's over. This is it. Yeah. Yeah. Take this. Yeah. This is it.
We shall go together. Why don't you vanish?
Yeah.
I love that this guy could just stack damage on me and I can't move. So that's a thing.
Why don't you vanish?
Yeah.
More shots fired.
Can you see
This part.
Sora!
Is that all you got?
Heal! It's over!
We shall go together. We shall go together.
Really? Are you going to do post game at all? No. For anyone wondering, post game is the Cave of Remembrance. That I just don't care. I can't attack him as long as he's off the map like that. There we go, now I can attack him. And he's gonna immediately teleport. Bummer, the post-game bosses are really hard. That's exactly why I won't do it. I like how he's dead and I'm comboing him. And now for the final part where I get to mash X and triangle a lot. I literally, like, I have to take my hand completely off the controller. Purely mash X and triangle. You know, through dodging in the air, if he hit you enough times, you actually get the cool looking reaction command, but you never notice because you're busy dodging. Well, yeah, no, I'm not gonna let him come up the fuck out of me. If you've beaten all the worlds, he'll unlock a really hard super boss. It's really fun. No. Well, I've beaten all the worlds. The only thing I haven't beaten is the fucking, the Cave of Remembrance. Also, Riku's supposed to take a fucking blow to the ribs. And... by the way, we're done. I can put the controller down at this point. Do a swag finish with Infinity on limit form. No, too late on that one there, boy. We're already in the animation of his death. Oh. This. Okay. Well, in that case, I can do it. There we go.
We did it!
I wouldn't be too sure of that.
That was the incorrect way to swag finish. Hey! Boy, you never told me how to do it. You just said Infinity on limit form, and I was like, you know what, I could pop that. So I did.
Sora. I can't.
Don't say another word. It's not over. It's just not.
How can you say that? Even if we could go on. Look where we are.
Aw, come on, Riku. You've been hanging out in darkness too long. You gotta try and think positive.
Sora? You lead.
Got it.
Why do you hate Birth by Sleep?
You know? I always figured I was better at stuff than you.
Really?
Are you mad?
No. I kinda always thought you were better at everything, too. Riku, look. What's that light?
End of the road.
Yep.
I agree with John on that one.
I can walk.
The story sucks, the gameplay's badly designed, badly balanced, it's even more flawed than Borderlands 2, which is also horrendously flawed. Wow.
Kill yourself.
I had to read that one out loud so that Johnny would hear it, because I knew that would be his reaction.
this is what the world really is, just this, then maybe I should fall back into darkness.
Thank you, Johnny.
You know what else was fucking flawed?
Riku.
Your fucking birth, fucking defective piece of shit.
If the world is made of light and darkness, we'll be the darkness.
Fucking. I'm guessing you play what? Fucking Farmville on fucking Facebook, you fucking nub?
The other side.
What is that, good
The realm of
gameplay,
light
you
is
fucking
safe
piece
now.
of shit? What do you play,
Kyrie,
fucking...
the king, and the others are there.
I don't know, fucking farming simulator? What do you fucking play with goats?
Oh, Johnny, I don't know if your audio is being broadcast, but I sure hope it
Piece
is.
of shit.
I want to get down to the water.
You need to get the fuck out the comments. If you hate the fucking game, get the fuck out, you fucking piece of shit. Nobody fucking forced you to watch it. Nobody fucking held a gun up to your fucking head. So get the fucking hell out of here if you don't fucking like what the fuck he's playing. Like, it's common fucking sense as a human being that you have the willpower to fucking exit. You know, it's a really nice thing. Maybe you need a dictionary. Maybe you'll learn how to fucking do it.
Thinking I was better at stuff than you? To tell you the truth, Sora, I was jealous of you.
What for?
Although at this point you're probably too fucking
wished I could
stupid to
live
read a
life the way you
goddamn
do.
dictionary. I mean, if you want, I can Google
Just
it real quick
following
since
my
I know how to
heart.
use a smartphone and look up the
Yeah,
fucking
well,
dictionary.
I've got my share of
Because I gotta
problems,
say
too.
though, iPhones are pretty
Like
fucking
what?
stupid, but I'm pretty sure you
Like
just made
wanting to
Siri
be
look
like
like a
you.
goddamn genius.
Well, there is one advantage to being me.
I've had better conversations from fucking Siri, that's for damn sure.
Really? What's that?
Okay,
Having you
John,
for a
to
friend.
answer your question, what set him off? Boy talked shit on Borderlands 2.
I've got
Borderlands
you
2
could never
and the
imitate,
Kingdom
too.
Hearts, apparently. Fuck
Well,
him.
well,
He can go to fucking
specifically,
hell.
because Boy has apparently 200%ed, which is mathematically impossible. He's platinumed Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. But he says
Good
Birth by
for
Sleep is
him, but
terrible.
he hates the game?
Birth
He
by
hates the
Sleep.
game, but he platinumed it.
No,
Oh, Birth
he
by
hates
Sleep.
only Birth by Sleep.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Birth by Sleep, I enjoyed the skill mechanic in Birth by Sleep, to be honest.
I did too.
But it
I
was
loved
also in
that.
Dream Drop Distance.
And I do agree that the story is fucking finicky, because Terra is just a case of fucking darkness, and then he meets all the villains who are... It gives you an interesting perspective, though, because, like, Terra meets the captain in Neverland,
I think it's for
and
you.
he's like, hey, would you help me get rid of this miscreant who's causing trouble? Which, if you don't know who Peter Pan is and what they stand for, then Peter Pan is the one that's causing trouble for the captain. So that's interesting that it's based on a perspective as to whether who's good or bad. But that's just a small thing that I have to say. Ventus is a whole lot of, I'm going to try to find my friends, and then he doesn't. And then he dies, or loses his heart. Terra is all about trying to find out, try to control the darkness, because Xehanort fucked with him on that. And so that he can use the power of darkness to protect his friends, but eventually it leads to becoming corrupted and shit. And also, if you remember earlier, me talking about how all the people in the darkness can throw the dark portals up and step through, there's actually a light portal in the game, although this is the first time we've ever fucking seen one. But anyway, the third thing I was going to say is that Aqua's story is just, hi, I'm going to go fix the shit they fucked up. So it's interesting when you play through Birth by Sleep, because there are 3 stories happening simultaneously. You have to play through Terra, Aqua, and Ventus, each one. And it's like a case of, I think they each hit the planet in different orders. The world's not the planet, but they each hit the world in different orders. Let's see. Skill creation, Keyblade suits were awesome. Command melding was only done right and recoded. Terra, Aqua, and Ventus had each other's Keyblade wielding styles. That was great. It was actually pretty cool that Ventus actually, like, backhanded the fucking Keyblade. And Terra was a more aggressive, and Aqua was more floaty.
incredibly fucking linear. I'm talking. I've seen more options in a motherfucking arcade game, and I'm talking Donkey Kong when you choose which fucking ladder to climb. So how? How is 1 and 2? How is 2 flawed? 1 is not flawed, and apparently the most linear of the series is the best one. How is a prequel have the best gameplay? Because on top of everything shooting at you, the environment tries to kill you.
Alright, Junior in the comments says you could stream recoded cutscenes, 358/2 cutscenes, and react to them. But that would require a camera, which I don't have. And I've already heard the synopsis of Recoded and don't care about it. And I've already played through 358/2 and don't care about it. For those that don't know, 358/2 is the backstory of Roxas going through the organization. And Recoded is some side story bullshit. I don't actually remember anything important from Recoded that pertains to the actual story. Let's see. Boy says the biggest flaw in Borderlands 2, the loot system has no infinite grind. It's too easy to get legendaries. The exponential scaling made it horribly balanced, and every DLC except Dragon Keep was cash grab. Pre-sequel was a ridiculous amount of depth to its classes, gameplay, and map design. It has the most depth of all the games in the series.
Depth to fucking map design? It's a fucking line! How? There is no depth. You know what the depth is? It's when you jump off a fucking cliff.
You were saying
story-wise, okay. No, I enjoyed the story. The classes, fucking good, great.
Except
classes.
for Claptrap. Claptrap sucks.
Claptrap was cool though. You gotta admit it was kind of fun.
Claptrap is OP as shit if you have the right build, but he's so fucking annoying.
It's just the random abilities, but it was still fun. I'm not saying anything bad about the game itself. It's a decent fucking game, but as far as like the maps go and how fucking as far as replayability, no. Out of the entire series, Borderlands pre-sequel had almost zero replayability. By the time you played it once, you could have done everything. Okay?
You've got a point there.
The little optional side shit to the side that you can do, like if you have multiple people, like the ghost thing that we did, that's cool. That's cool as shit. Like, I admit it. But the point is you play it once, you end up finding pretty much where everything is. You play it the second time, you've seen it all. Everything. Every fucking thing. It doesn't matter.
I mean, to be fair, Borderlands 2 does that too.
Yes, but that's because of the system. You are meant to be able to get ridiculously overpowered. The entirety of the game is meant for you to fucking be able to get to the end and wreck shit. I run around with 2 motherfucking Northleys. You think I give a fuck about being overpowered?
I don't know what that is.
Chances are they do if they're talking shit about it. Rich, you remember the fucking Northleys. I power leveled your ass in the fucking bar with the Northleys. The rocket launchers that spit out the 3 orbs.
Vaguely.
The point is Borderlands series as a whole, Borderlands 1, Borderlands 2, and yes, even in the pre-sequel, you can get ridiculously overpowered. That's because that's what the entire fucking game is about. It's meant to be like that. It's not a flaw. It's literally the game. That's why they have that's why you go up from normal mode and you increase the difficulty. That's why they made in Borderlands 2, because it was taking so long to get Borderlands 3, that's why they introduced the OP levels. That's why they did it. It's not flawed. It's meant to fucking be like that. I don't get why, like, there's other people that say this, but the point is majority agree that pre-sequel was one of the worst of the series as far as fucking gameplay goes. It's incredibly repetitive because of how little content there is in the game.
They're all repetitive. Shoot and loot, literally.
That's what it's, and yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. It's repetitive, but the point is you can make different choices on each playthrough of Borderlands 2. There's different stuff you can do. There's hundreds of fucking quests. There's hundreds of fucking quests in that game.
Yeah, and some of them actually have the multiple choice.
Amount.
Like, I remember the first one that you get is the one with the bullymong hair, where you can give it the hammerlock for a sniper, a claptrap for a shotgun.
Exactly.
And you could actually get different stuff.
And that's the thing. The pre-sequel had some of them like that, but mostly, nah. It had nowhere near the depth of fucking 1 or 2.
Damn it, Johnny, this makes me want to play through Borderlands 2. I have the Handsome Collection on disc.
I am furiously wrecked.
You want to do a playthrough on stream of just all of Borderlands 2, DLC included? Problem is, you'd have to make a new character, no power leveling.
See, my issue is the whole fucking new character thing because of how much farming and trading and shit that I did to get the stuff that I have. That's the thing.
I'm not saying you have to delete your character, just make a new one.
I know, but that's the thing. My Gunzerker's OP, and I love it. I love my Gunzerker.
Dude, you want to talk about Gunzerker, man? The Outlaw from pre-sequel, I loved one of her trees. I think it was the green tree. The last ability in the green tree was just if you have a handgun in your hand, you have a replica of it in your other hand. So you now dual wield akimbo all handguns. And so when you pop your ultimate with a fucking, what was it? With a fucking Jacobs? No, not Jacobs. Which one made the fucking good hand cannons and sniper rifles? Was it Jacobs? Like you had a 6-shotter, but it did like fucking 22,000 damage.
What, my shotgun?
No, I'm talking about the hand cannons and the sniper rifles. Who made the good ones? Jacobs, right?
Oh, Jacobs.
Yeah,
Jacobs
alright. I was right.
If it takes more than 1 shot, you're not using a Jacobs.
That's what I mean, dude. Fucking the gunslinger's ability, because her super is just you auto-aim everything's head. Plus 2, you are now dual-wielding Jacobs fucking pistols. And it's just like,
yeah, but
by the way,
I have a shield on my Gunzerker that fucking has a 94% chance to absorb and give me any type of ammunition, including rockets.
Do you have... I think you have modded gear on him, though.
No. None of my gear is modded.
You just have ass loads of good legendary shit?
Yes.
Nice.
I have the highest roll possible on my sham shield.
Damn.
Like, you can get the sham in multiple fucking forms. You can get 89, 87, 63. You can get multiple fucking percentages, but the highest you can get is 94 fucking % chance. That is pretty much, you're not gonna fucking take damage unless you get a grenade, or you might blow yourself up with one of your own rockets. But guess what? You're using rockets. Something's gonna die.
Alright, so we got a couple of comments here from Boy. The indoor maps are linear, just like in the other games, but the rest of the maps
all maps are fucking linear. The thing is that open
Johnny,
world area on the
Johnny,
fucking
pause.
moon is
Let me
fucking
read the
linear
comment.
as shit as well if you fucking look at
What do
it.
you think it was? The door to the light.
The indoor maps are linear, just like in the other games, but the rest of the maps are quite open-ended. There's a great deal of variety. Borderlands 1 has the most...
Yeah.
Old. Borderlands 1 has the most linear maps. Pre-sequel maps have the most depth. Borderlands 2 has a mix of the two. It's not a flaw to be OE. I'm assuming he meant to say overpowered.
Hey, what's up?
Or it's not a flaw to be so overpowered, but it is a flaw if more than 50% of the guns are useless trash, like in Borderlands 2. It's obvious
That's
that
the whole point of the game. Of course there's going to be trash fucking weapons. That's existing in every game. Whenever you first start...
When you have random rolls on gear, you're going to get like 50% trash.
You're gonna take that level 1 fucking trash ass fucking pistol that you can start with and fucking take it to fucking OP8? No.
You're gonna trash that by level 3.
Of course it's gonna be fucking you're gonna trash that as soon as you find your next fucking weapon. You literally trash that whenever you find a fucking shotgun in the goddamn chest after the fucking shit comes out of the wall sphincters.
I've never seen this cutscene before. Hello. Please stop talking. Arrow. Aqua. Ventus. Okay, so I have seen this cutscene. This is the teaser for Birth by Sleep from beating Kingdom Hearts 2. The problem is the part that I find confusing is that's Riku's Keyblade on the right, Sora's in the middle, and the King's on the left. So this is apparently in the future, even though it's not in the future. And they're in the Keyblade graveyard. Which, they never went over the forging process of a Keyblade, to my knowledge. Because they're talking about how a Keyblade can be bequeathed to a new wielder. Which leads me to believe they're not making more of them, they just keep re-finding a new wielder. In which case, why have a graveyard of Keyblade wielders? Why not just have a bunch of fucking people walk through Keyblade with the Keyblade graveyard and just touch one and be like, oh hey look! This one chose me. Fucking cool. Anyway, this next comment, Johnny, oh. Boy says that it's obvious that you aren't good at the pre-sequel. It lacks content, but there's way more cool shit you can do in TPS, in combat and classes.
I'm guessing you all. Hold up. I'm guessing you also thought Final Fantasy 13 had incredible depth and in-depth maps and such, right? Because I mean, that was completely open world, wasn't it?
That was linear as
fuck. No, there
was
only one area.
Till you get 20 hours in.
World. Yeah, there was only one part that was open world, and by the time you spent an hour exploring it, you probably found the most of every fucking thing in there. But that's open world, isn't it, huh?
And he says if you know how to do it, you can use the level 1 pistol as Zero to kill Hyperius at OP8 with his Boar skill.
Uh-huh, if you know how to use it. Yeah, you're gonna use something that does 5 damage to kill something with 8 million health or more. Mm-hmm.
That reminds me of
good luck with that. You have
the video
fun
I
with
saw.
That. You know what? You can do that all you want. You get that sham shield going, and you spend that fucking 5 hours fucking.
Yeah, that reminds me of the speed run where the guy has the he fights.
Oh wait, no, he's probably talking about exploiting fucking Zero's ability. No, wait, that's with a sniper rifle. Yeah. Good luck.
Let's see. Boy says it's not the stat rolls that make most Borderlands 2 weapons trash. It's actually the gun gimmicks, which is the weakest part of the Borderlands 2 loot system, makes most of the guns trash. Oh, damn. And then says, I'm beginning to think you either aren't good at Borderlands or you have a very simplistic understanding of what depth is. Johnny? Nothing to say to that?
I didn't hear it.
It's not the stat rolls that make Borderlands 2 weapons trash, it's actually the gun gimmicks, which is the weakest part of the Borderlands 2 loot system, which makes most of the guns trash. And then says, I'm beginning to think you either aren't good at Borderlands or you have a very simplistic understanding of what depth is.
Says the man that thinks that fucking Final Fantasy 13 gameplay had depth, too.
Hey, to be fair, Boy never actually said that. You implied it.
No, but he implied it when he said fucking pre-sequel had depth.
Never mind. Next comment says, and yes, Final Fantasy 13 does have depth. An incredibly large amount of depth. It may not come from the levels, but the combat mechanics, the combat in 13 has crazy depth.
The combat?
It's hard to master.
You mean the movie? What? Depth? Everybody in the world agrees that 13 had the worst combat system in the entire series. That 13 is agreeably, world over, the worst Final Fantasy ever created. Final Fantasy 13, 13-2, and Lightning Returns are the worst Final Fantasies it created. The story was the only thing in the entirety of that game that lived up to the fucking series. So, no. You clearly don't know what the fuck you're talking about, and you still need to just get the fuck out.
John,
that is fucking hilarious.
I am sorry. John in the comments, Final Fantasy 13 was the first Final Fantasy I played through. John, I am so sorry for you.
I'm sorry. That would tear anyone away from the fucking series. If you don't play it anymore, I apologize. You need to give it another chance and not go for those.
And then Boy says, it's obvious you don't understand anything about 13's battle system, but that's understandable because it's hard to master.
Hard to master? You mean clicking auto? Through the entirety of the game, through every boss, every encounter, and you're telling me it's hard to master? You can literally go to sleep and play that game. Hard to master.
I like how my most used summon is Chicken Little at 0 times.
I'm thinking he also finds Minecraft difficult.
Let's see, John says I had fun with it. I beat 13, 13-2, started Lightning Returns.
I mean, I'm not saying 13 is a bad game. I'm saying that, like, this dude over here is saying something about how it had incredible depth and it had a great battle system. It's like, no, the entirety of the game was, you could literally auto fight the entirety of the game. Go try that on any other Final Fantasy and see. I want to watch your ass get kicked.
Let's see. John said he beat 13 and 13-2, started Lightning Returns. The gameplay was almost
13-2 redeemed 13-2's battle system redeemed 13's a little bit. Lightning Returns was a
Boy says clicking auto, lol, that's the noob's way out. I literally manually input almost everything when I fight in 13.
Well, good for you. That does not mean the battle system had depth. The fact that the option was even there means that it was like, no.
Well, I mean, the problem there became a case of once you used scan on an enemy to learn like his weakness with electric, you'd have to then go to skill, lightning blade, lightning blade, lightning blade, go. And then auto would just auto input the 3 lightning blades and go. So
yeah, and that's the thing, is like, no, it had no depth. The fact that that was even an option means you don't have to fucking manually input shit. The fact that you do means that you just wanted to. Okay? That doesn't mean that it has depth. That means that it was your choice. Everybody else in the world over? Yeah, guess what? The auto battle thing is an option, therefore people are going to click it. Because people click it, it's a fucking movie. I played through the entire game multiple fucking times. I'm not saying anything bad about the story. I played through the entire thing fucking 3 or 4 times to try and
I haven't even beaten it.
love that Final Fantasy. Because I really wanted to like it. I love most Final Fantasies. That one, the story was great. The gameplay was... I fell asleep. I fell asleep multiple times. Like in the middle of fights, pressing auto battle, and I'm just...
And Boy says, you want to see depth in 13, watch an any % speed run. You'll see how much depth 13 has. Auto battle is to accommodate new players, but it becomes obsolete after you know what you're doing. That doesn't prove that it doesn't have depth.
It's still not obsolete.
You're just clinging to the pitifully weak auto
you're
battle.
You're claiming that it becomes obsolete, but I literally beat Orphan with auto battle. How does it become obsolete? I beat the final boss with auto battle. It doesn't become obsolete. It is overpowered, and it is a hand-holding mechanic that is not available nor present in any other Final Fantasy. Well, I mean, in 15, I guess you could say if I go down, I can summon Rama and wipe the fucking field. I guess that's kind of a hand-holdy kind of mechanic. Plus, if you stick 15 on easy mode, You're pretty much invincible
super
because
easy.
Carbuncle will come in and rescue you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, I guess there's a little bit of hand-holding there, but I mean, don't turn down the fucking difficulty, and I never summoned Rama the entirety of 15 because it was cool, but it just took too long, and I didn't have time for that
You had
shit.
to die to summon him, which was the problem. That's
Yeah,
why I
it
liked
just
the
took
other
too long.
ones.
Like, like, 15 was pretty bad as far as gameplay goes, too, because of the fact that it was hard to actually die unless you tried.
Or you went someplace where you are horribly underleveled.
Yeah, where you were just definitely not ready to go. Yeah. I mean, you literally had to try to die in Final Fantasy 15. In 13, shit was a little less forgiving. The game itself, like, the battles were, like, they were a little less forgiving. But you know what was forgiving? The fact that when I hit auto battle, I didn't give a fuck.
Let's see.
The only thing that was, on top of that, 13 was incredibly grindy compared to any other Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy 10 was less grindy than fucking 13. By the time you got to the top tier fucking crystals, like, you had to farm for fucking hours and hours to get enough AP to spend to fucking buy them.
Boys was talking about, let's see, you're clinging to the pitifully weak auto battle argument, which is patently false as proven by the last 4 chapters. John says that he never used auto battle. If I did, I wouldn't be playing the game. Granted,
And that's
it's fun when I
understandable.
first
I'm not
got
saying
to
anything.
bigger world.
I'm not saying anything about John, honestly. Like, this guy's claiming that all these games have games that have depth don't, and games that don't have depth do. He doesn't understand. Like, I'm pretty sure he needs he does need a dictionary because he clearly does not know what the fuck it is. The point, like, comparative to Borderlands 2, Borderlands 1, Final Fantasy, any Final Fantasy other than 13, actually. Like, I'm just not understanding how the fuck this guy thinks that he knows what he's talking about, but clearly, apparently, he's never played any of this. Because there is no way he would be saying that 13 had depth. It had a good story. The story was deep. Yeah, like, no, like, the story was deep. Everything else was fucking like a fucking kiddie pool.
Alright, let's see. Boy also says, it does become obsolete. It'll take an insane amount of luck to do well in the last chapters with auto battle. There are so many combat optimizations.
An insane amount of
strategies.
And I literally said that I auto battled through the entirety of the game on my second playthrough just to see if I could. And yeah, I could. Because I was just like you. I played through it once and I manually battled it. Yeah, no, like, I put in my shit. Used auto battle to farm up enemies and shit, but other than that, I was like, oh, auto battle can't fucking take care of bosses and shit. I'm better off doing that myself because if I don't, I'm gonna die. I don't want to win. Then I was like, you know what? This is my second playthrough. Fuck it. I'm gonna try it. Yeah.
I just remember when I played through 13, I did the party strategy where I had 1 tank, 1 healer, 1 DPS. And it was Fang would taunt and not be able to die. Vanilla, or whatever the fuck the pink-haired chick's name is, would heal Fang. And then Lightning would just shoot the crap out of it. And I would just sit there, auto battle, auto battle, auto battle, auto battle, auto battle. And I went through like 3/4 of it. I went through anywhere where I could do that 3 strategy, which I remember there was one part where it's like you had to play as like the black guy, the pink-haired chick, and Hope, I think. And you couldn't do that strat because you didn't have a tank. But I remember that 3-man strat was just stupid. I went through most of the game with it. And then when I hit the open area, everything was 2-shotting me.
The thing is, if you if you go for min-maxing everything, one of the better, like, Fang is the best as far as tanking. Because she has the highest maximum health in the entirety of the fucking game. Well, no, Snow has the highest maximum health, but Snow's fucking boring. But Fang also has the equally highest fucking DPS as well. Like, she can hit numbers the others can't as far as her strength goes. Vanille becomes obso-fucking-elite after you power up Hope's ass. Like, Hope is the best healer of all of that entire game. He sucks throughout a majority of it. But if you power level his ass, nah, fuck everything. And then,
let's see.
Lightning, because Army of One, fuck everything. She had, now, Lightning actually had the highest DPS because of Army of One. Because if you staggered some and started fucking them up with Army of One, you were done. And yes, auto battle will pop Army of One, just so you know. So, auto battle does work. Because once you unlock Army of One, you can literally wipe out most optional bosses with just that.
Let's see. Boy says you don't need to grind to beat 13. 80% speedrunners beat 13 utilizing the depth of the battle system and minimum stats. I have an entire
I don't
Let's
give a
Play
fuck
of
about
13
your minimum stats, dude.
recorded.
It does not have depth. It's fucking boring. Alright, I beat the game at level 30 fucking 5, and you're telling me about this fucking minimum stat shit.
I only grinded once. That was to max out my stage 9 Crystarium before the final boss. I don't know what the fuck that means.
Fucking Crystarium, the fucking, I forget what floor I made it up to. I was fucking low as shit. Orphan could pretty much take me down easily, and I still beat the motherfucker. I was bare minimum level 4 beating, or bare minimum stats 4 beating him with a decent problem. You can beat him very fucking easily. The game is fucking linear as fuck. The bosses are easy as fuck once you understand what the fuck they do. And auto battle will carry you through 90% of the fucking game. Literally the only thing you cannot use the fucking auto battle on is the fucking thing, the fucking, oh god, what are they adamantoids in that fucking game? I can't remember. It had the highest health in the fucking game, and it would stomp you into fucking oblivion if you
I
used
remember that
auto
thing.
battle.
That thing made me rage quit the game.
It would literally fucking raffle stomp you into the ground if you fucking used auto battle. That is the only enemy you could not use fucking auto battle on. Because of the fucking raffle stomp.
Let's see. Boy says you can certainly play that way, Rich, but it's one of the least optimal strategies for DPS. I mean, in all honesty, I'm pretty sure I reached a point in the game where I could not progress because everything was doing too much damage. And at that point, I hadn't sat down to really get my hands into the fucking combat to understand what the fuck was happening. I don't know, maybe it was the paradigm I was using, but I couldn't fucking... I just stopped playing because it got fucking annoying.
If you want a power level, just use a fucking you can use Vanille is the only one that learns death, and you can literally...
Let's see. Boy says Snow has much faster animations than Fang. Vanille is actually the best healer because she learns Curaja long before Hope.
Healer. Yeah, she learns Curaja before Hope. Okay.
But as Johnny did say, once Hope got leveled up,
once you powered up fucking Hope, and you got his weapon, his ultimate weapon, through the crafting system, which is the only other thing that had fucking depth in that game, he was the best healer. I never said that about their fucking abilities and who gets what first. Hope was the best healer. I'm sorry.
And Boy says, what Army of One doesn't do that much DPS even to staggered targets?
On top of that, Snow did not have faster animations than fucking Fang. On top of that, why the fuck does the animations matter in a fucking ATB game?
And says,
it's turn-based, motherfucker.
Cold Blood to get 999% stagger combined with Blitz on Saws did way more damage.
All Johnny, you had to do was have a fucking Ravager multi... Oh my god.
Dude, fucking next comment. Johnny is one of the most blissfully ignorant bandwagon hoppers I've ever heard. Them's fighting words.
Says the fucking bandwagon hopper.
Hope has longer animations than Vanille, which means he technically outputs less heals than Vanille.
Oh my god, the animations don't fucking matter! It's literally a fucking... Like, what? No! Are you fucking retarded?
If they have faster animations, they can do more damage at a faster rate.
In a turn-based game with an ATB gauge, their animations matter. Literally, when you do an attack, every ATB gauge freezes. Even the enemies. And you're telling me this. Huh? In a turn-based game, the animations matter. Got it.
13 isn't turn-based at all. It's exclusively ATB. You're thinking of 10's ATB combat.
You mean 10's ATB combat, 7's ATB combat, what do you want? Because 13 had ATB combat as well. If you remember correctly, there are two settings in majority of Final Fantasies called Wait and Active. Yeah, that's a thing. Surprisingly, right? Yeah, fucking retarded motherfucker. Like, the only time the animations would matter is if you were fucking using active mode, but there's no fucking point to use active mode unless you're just a fucking tryhard fucking... Like, oh wait, he 200%ed a game, that's right.
Let's see. 13 is only ATB, no time freeze. It's more like an action ROG in that sense.
No, it's not. There's a wait and an active mode. It is present in majority of Final Fantasies that use this same fucking system. It's even present in in the first Final Fantasy back on the fucking Super Nintendo. It has two fucking settings, active and wait mode. And what wait mode does is while any animations are going on, yours or the enemies, all fucking gauges freeze. Nobody does any actions. Nobody continues. Don't pass go.
Boy says
every Final Fantasy.
Boy says there is no active mode in 13, so at this point it's
then you need to recheck your fucking
shit,
you fucking dumbass.
He needs to use visual evidence. Uh-oh. No posting links in my chat.
Bitch.
YouTube won't even allow that.
I won't post a fucking link.
He's probably going to try to post a link to one of his episodes of his playthrough as evidence, but he can't post links in my chat.
No, I don't fucking have episodes of fucking 13.
No, not you. Boy has a playthrough. And then it says, look it up. So yeah. This is a thing.
Yeah, you know what? I apologize. You are correct. There is no wait mode. But you know what? The thing is once their ATB gauges are going and you're attacking, it does freeze. It stops it. Because the thing is they will not attack because the game itself won't register two people, like two opposite forces attacking at the same time. Because what if you use snow to attack and then the enemy attacks snow? It'll fuck up every animation in existence. The freeze is there. Regardless of what you want to admit or not, I'll admit when I'm fucking wrong. Will you? But the thing, because that's the thing, is you don't want to admit that you're fucking wrong about any of this shit. I will. Like, yeah, I just looked it up. You know what? You're right. There is no wait mode in that one. I apologize. Every other fucking Final Fantasy had it. It's fucking understandable. But it still had a wait mechanic to it, to an extent. Which means that the longer animations actually provide you with enough time to charge up your allies' attack gauge. So wouldn't that be better? Because then the enemies aren't attacking you while your allies with the longer animations are completing their animations.
And Boy says, no, nothing actually freezes. The only two
Okay, so everything just attacks willy-nilly, and they,
ability.
instead of actually jumping to each side of the screen or casting magic to each side of the screen, you just start seeing spells flying everywhere, along with a little bit of shit, like the shit coming out of your fucking mouth.
He says the only two stuff freezes is when an ultimate ability starts. It does technically starting lag, but that's not the same as a freeze.
They don't attack. They will not attack at the same time as you are attacking. That is still counted as a freeze, because nothing is happening other than the one person doing the animation. Nothing flies willy-nilly. No enemy, no attacks connect in the middle of the battlefield. And it's still linear as fuck, regardless of what you say. You can look at the maps. I can literally pull up the maps on fucking Google and draw a fucking line, like connect the fucking dots. Like, you can go through the entirety of that game making 90-degree left turns, 90-degree right turns. Anyway, on to Dragon Quest before the fucking whatever he's got rubs off on me.
Boy says, dude, starting animation lag is when the game has an animation before the attack starts. It's not the same thing as a freeze.
I'm not talking about your fucking starting animation lag, motherfucker. When did I say anything about fucking anything to do with starting animation lag? I'm talking about the animation in general will stop other animations from happening because the game cannot process fucking multiple fucking things happening at once, because then it doesn't know how to account for the fucking damage numbers and shit.
And the fact that the game is turn-based.
It is still, and yes, it is still fucking turn-based. Exactly. Saying that it's not turn-based is fucking a load of fucking bullshit. I've only got 17 skill points on him, so there's nothing really worth it to me.
They're completely different, and it isn't remotely similar.
When did I say anything about your fucking starting turn lag being different than anything? I don't give a fuck, dude. It's okay, it's different, whatever. That's not what I'm fucking talking about anyway.
Uh-oh. Well, control is useless at this point, so... Pardon me for that.
I need to get that skill. That's a good skill for him. That would have been nice to add us like fucking 10 minutes ago.
How is it turn-based when your entire party can perform actions at the same time? Same for the enemies. Animations may slow down or drop, but not the same thing.
No, they do not slow down, drop, or anything. Multiple animations do not occur at the same time because the system at the time was a PlayStation motherfucking 3, and it literally could not load 2 pages in the fucking web browser at the same time, let alone process fucking 2 flashy ass fucking abilities. Like, you couldn't load fucking Google twice in the fucking web browser. It would load one, then it'll still load one and then the other. It cannot process that fast. The system itself could not process that much fucking input. So what are you fucking saying? It literally could not do it. The system couldn't handle it because of how graphically enhanced that fucking game was for that generation. The system could not handle it. You would get lag in Final Fantasy X from one person using Ultima on the PlayStation 3. On the PlayStation 2, you could do the same fucking thing. The only time that lag ever stopped was when it came to the PlayStation 4. The PlayStation 3 does not have enough processing power to deal with that many flashy animations at one time. Therefore, the game itself limits it to one person at a time. While one person is carrying out an action, the others cannot. That includes enemies, allies, or otherwise. Like, you're a fucking idiot, and you don't make fucking sense.
To be fair, Johnny,
Like,
I'm watching combat. I'm watching combat right now, and while Lightning's attacking, Hope is casting Arrow, and Fang is casting something else, and they are actually all attacking at once.
Well, they weren't doing it when I was fucking playing, and I played it on fucking day one. I was fucking excited as shit about fucking 13. It was a fucking disappointment.
The hell are those little bastards? Yeah, there's Lightning using Aqua Strike and Fang using Ravage at the same time.
Do you see an enemy attacking at the same time as any of the allies?
I'll keep an eye out.
That'll increase her MP. Next thing he's gonna say is fucking Dragon Quest has no depth. He's really, and I want him to, honestly. I gotta hear this. What do you think about Dragon Age? Does it have depth?
Dragon Age or Dragon Quest?
Hours of game. Dragon Quest, my bad. Like, does it have depth? I mean, 90 plus hours of fucking gameplay available in the game on release with no DLC. Like,
to answer your question, Johnny, yes, enemies are attacking while they are attacking the enemy.
Okay, well then I'll admit when I'm fucking wrong.
I hated that fucking enemy.
Fair enough, whatever. I don't care. The game itself still had no depth. The battle system was fucking clunky. The auto battle system was fucking still OP. Regardless of what he did throughout the game or not, it doesn't change the fact that auto battle was a thing and that auto battle could be used through the entirety of the game.
Alright, what do we got in the comments? Because I have several here from him. I haven't. How is turn-based when your entire party can perform actions at the same time? Same for enemies. Animations may slow down or
it's
drop.
Still technically turn-based. You're still waiting to fucking get a goddamn attack.
The version I am playing on 15, is PC.
Because actually, 15 is still considered the first fucking action, like actual full action fucking one. It's still got an ATB system. It's still technically a turn-based system. ATBs are still a turn-based system.
I mean, you're not wrong. Let's see. The version I am playing on is PC. Played the PS3 version too. Simpler animations like buffs from paradigms like rapid growth all play at the same time. I could say the same for you. I actually played this game and you hate it so much that you don't even know anything about its combat. You just regurgitate talking
No,
points
I just
that
haven't
are
played
easy
it
to
since it
debunk.
came out, actually. If you're still playing it, I'm sorry.
I haven't played Dragon Age, but if it's any good, I'll consider getting it.
Not Dragon Age, Dragon Quest.
That's why I wanted to specify the difference, because Dragon Age is cool and completely different than what we're talking about right now.
Dragon Age had depth too, especially considering
the first one was amazing on depth.
I loved it. Yeah.
The second one, cool, but not so much, and then the third one again.
Inquisition was alright,
not so
much. But it didn't live up. Oh shit! It's fucking 11:11. I need to get to bed. I got work. Since this guy apparently is still fucking playing Final Fantasy 13 with all its fucking depth.
You're still wrong about 13. I urge you to watch an any percent speedrun.
I did watch an any percent speedrun. I watched the entire thing when I played it. Quote unquote played it.
I actually am now curious to watch this. I gotta pull up a new tab. I'm gonna pull up an any percent speedrun. When I get a chance, I'm gonna watch this. First, I want to see how long is it. Wrong tab. There we go. Whoa. Calm down there. Thank you.
Let's see, if he hasn't played Dragon... How many fucking Final Fantasies has he played? What, did you start on Final Fantasy fucking 13?
Wow, Final Fantasy
What it sounds
13,
like.
any percent speed run, fucking world record, 5 hours.
Oh, is that the depth he was talking about? That's because the dude had to fucking power up some to fucking kill some of the shit.
54 failed doges, 2 deaths, 3 bonus Aegisols, 1 bonus Fortisol, 1 bonus Deceptisol. I don't know what the fuck any of that means. Chapter. Wow. Yeah, no, he's. There goes his playthrough. Sum of best segments 4 hours 42 minutes, and he ends up doing it in 4:54. This is apparently the world record. Yep, there he goes through the tutorial of the combat. I can see what you're talking about though, because like you select to attack. Lightning and the black dude are shooting and fighting, and then the guys run up and attack, and then back away, and then they get shot, and then, it's just like you attack, then you attack, then you attack, then you attack. But when you have like a dozen enemies on the screen at once, that's when it gets all hectic, and you actually start seeing them attack at the same time. Really, someone speedrun Cuphead 50 minutes. Not bad. What do we got in the comments? Apology not accepted because I actually really enjoy the game. There's only one grind in the speed run.
If you're still playing it, you must enjoy the fucking game. But you also apparently don't have anything you apparently don't fucking play anything else, or don't have any other games. I mean, if you need to, like, I'm not that well off, but I will definitely give you another game to play. Honestly, I will. I mean,
Johnny, since you're being so generous.
I think, well, no, this guy has apparently no other games to play, so I mean, I will buy him Dragon Quest. That'll at least give him some time, like shit. And then maybe he can see a game with actual depth. And if you are actually into Final Fantasy, it's also made by Square Enix. So I mean, there you go. I mean, I'm pretty sure Dragon Quest is still like $35 on the PSN store. So I mean, he did say something about having a PlayStation. So I mean, there we go.
There's only one grind in the speedrun. It's killing one fight once for 6,600 CP. Combat depth doesn't start until chapter 3. I mean, I understand that. This is like the part that I'm watching right now is tutorial.
I mean, the story doesn't start until the fucking end of it.
I actually plan on making my first 3 Final Fantasy games are the 13 trilogy back to back for the best experience story-wise.
Best storylines. Look, if you want the best storylines, you need to go back. Like, and I'm not talking about 7, like, fucking, you're calling me a fucking fanboy and shit. I'm talking about 6, 5, Tactics, like, go back.
He saved 43
you need to go back.
seconds off that chapter. That's a good save. He lost 27 seconds off chapter 1, though. It's unfortunate.
You just need to go way the fuck back, dude. 3 and 4 to get that skill point, then I can get that, but I was also wanting to get this Defied skill, so I think I'll save the rest of my skill points for that. You, on the other hand, was there anything I was... Oh, that's right, I'm trying to get that fucking pep up skill, so that's 25 fucking points right there, like, fuck.
Let's see. Did you know that there's a Tales of game finally coming to Switch? Unfortunately, it's a port, but at this point, I'll take what I can get. I'm sure those games are good story-wise, but I doubt they came to the degree of depth and complexity in storytelling as 13. The story and characters of 13 are fantastic. I should also mention some of these comments are by John and some
What
of
did
them
he
are
say?
by Boy. Boy is saying that the games, I'm sure those games are good story-wise, but I doubt they came to the degree of depth and complexity in storytelling as 13. The story and characters of 13 are fantastic. And I believe that was in reference to Final Fantasy 13 versus Dragon Quest.
So I understand what's going on here. He started with Final Fantasy 13, and that's what he's got in his mind as the best of the series. So in reality, what I'm hearing is he absolutely and utterly knows nothing at all to do with any of the Final Fantasy series at all. If he considers 13 to be great and he hasn't played the older ones, to be saying that they have no depth in something, you, sir, need to stop playing any Square Enix game whatsoever. Honestly, like at that point, you just need to just quit. Go get a desk job in some office or some shit. I don't fucking know. I don't really fucking care. But clearly, if you have not played any of the older Final Fantasies, you cannot be saying that Final Fantasy 13 is the best in the series. You have literally, you have no right whatsoever to be giving any judgment on any other Final Fantasy if you have not played them. Especially if you've only watched them, because that's what it sounds to me. You pretty much watched like Final Fantasy 10 or 9 or something, and we're just like, oh, that doesn't have much depth. And then you were like, oh, I'm going to play this one. Or you got it on Christmas from your fucking mother or some shit. And that is now what you accustomed to being a great game.
I'm going to play the other games, but you are taking what I said out of context, manipulating it to suit your side of the argument. I never said the older titles had no depth.
No, that's exactly what you said. Because you're saying that they don't come to the level of depth of 13, but you haven't played them. Therefore, you are basically saying they don't amount to 13 without playing them.
I believe that comment. No. To be fair, I think that comment was towards Dragon Quest, not Final Fantasy. And what she was saying that he doubts it has the depth.
Shit, it definitely has much more depth. Dragon Quest 11 is a little more linear than the older Dragon Quest, but no, I'm sorry.
From what little I've seen of it, it still has some pretty open world kind of exploration.
Oh, Dragon Quest, yeah, no, it still has pretty good open world too, but I mean, as far as a lot of stuff, no, I've noticed that it is definitely a pretty linear. Like, a lot of dungeons are pretty linear, but comparative to Final Fantasy 13 having a mile-long stretch of dungeon, I mean, it definitely has more. It's less linear than 13, that's for fucking sure. But it's pretty hard to get that fucking linear. Like, without drawing a fucking parallel line, I don't think you're gonna do it.
Let's see. I'm just saying 13 has a great deal of depth and complexity.
No, it has no complexity. There's complex about that game. You can finish, unless you're, like I said, a tryhard, which clearly you are, because you're still playing that fucking game. And according to you, you have nothing that you haven't done in it, so I don't know why you're still playing it. I mean, if you enjoy it, that's fine, whatever, but to me it sounds like, yeah, you still have no right to say anything about any other Final Fantasy.
Apparently Thunderfall is a broken fucking attack.
Can't say anything about that, because apparently you haven't played that, or Dragon Quest. Keep saying Dragon Age. You clearly have no ability to at all say anything about that because you did. So for you to say that it doesn't come anywhere close to 13...
Well, he's not saying that it doesn't. He says he doubted.
Yeah, which you can't even really say that just because of the fact that he's not played it and hasn't seen it, hasn't even watched it. So it literally has no information on the game at all other than the name, and he, like, that's a statement you can't really make or say just because of that. It might be your opinion, but that's an opinion surrounded by false accusations.
Let's see. No, read that one. No, Rich, I'm talking about older Final Fantasy titles, but saying that they probably
he is
don't
talking about
have
older
as
Final
much
Fantasy
depth
titles.
as 13. No depth in the previous.
They have no depth.
No. He's saying that. No. To be clear, he says they probably don't have as much depth as 13. Does not equal him saying that there's no depth at all.
Okay, they don't have as much depth. He still can't say that, though. He has not played them. He's not seen them. He's not looked them up. He's not even, like, no. That's not something you can actually say about any Final Fantasy title if you haven't played it.
Fuck
like,
you, Internet.
Let's see. Hold up. Like, I can't say anything, like, I won't even say anything bad about the Chocobo Dungeon, Final Fantasy. Like, I've never played that one because
I played that one on the Wii. It was adorable. But Phoenix was OP as fuck.
I never played it. I can't say it was bad. I can't say it had no depth. I can't say anything about that game because I've never played it, never seen it, never touched it, never looked it up on YouTube. Therefore, I can't say anything about that game not having depth and not having this.
It had a class-based system. It had some equipment
system. You can't compare.
It's adorable.
You can't compare a game and say this game probably doesn't have something when you haven't fucking touched it. That is the exact fucking thing. Like, he called me a fanboy earlier. That is the exact fucking... That is part of being a fucking fanboy. You are fanboying over the 13 trilogy. Because it is apparently the only Final Fantasy that you've played. That is a fanboy. Me, I'm not... I'm downing... Like, I'm saying this shit about the game because I've played it. I've played every console Final Fantasy pretty much except... I know Chocobo Dungeon. There might be a couple here and there that I don't know about that if I came across, I would probably try them out or something if I can. But I'm not going to say that a game probably doesn't measure up to another game because it's older or because of some other reason, even if I never played it, because I haven't played it myself. For you to be calling me a fanboy is hypocritical, and it's... I mean, it shows your intelligence at the very least.
No. To be clear, he's got comments here saying, calling me a tryhard, are we? Someone must be out of pitifully weak arguments. Thunderfall's actually used to drive up stagger gauge on targets. You're telling me that 13 has no depth when you don't know anything about it besides my auto battle. You reek of the stench of hypocrisy.
All you need to know is auto battle.
I didn't call you a fanboy at all in this entire thread. Now you're just making stuff up.
You did call me a fucking... Rich, do you recall the fanboy thing?
I do not, but that's hooray for chat logs.
Or what was it called? Or I know he said something fanboying over something. Or no, bandwagoning. That's what it was. Bandwagoning. My bad. Yeah, it's still the fucking same concept. Bandwagoning and fanboy is pretty side by side there. You're talking shit about this fucking games that you have not played. I've played 13. It's linear. And I can say that because I've played it. That is, okay, granted, it is my opinion, but it's also the opinion of 90% of the player base that touched fucking 13. To the few that still play it, okay, you enjoy it. You do you. Whatever. But to me, and many, many other people, because I played 13 before I even had fucking internet, actually, as a matter of fucking fact. I played 13 before I even connected, before I even fucking had Google shit about 13 to even see the shit that people were saying about it. Because honestly, if I'd have Googled it, I might not have tried it. I might have just YouTubed it first. Like, I'll be flat honest. If I'd have been able to Google it, I probably would have never bought 13. But I couldn't. So I played it. Later on down the line, everybody fucking agreed.
This guy's final
Who
team
fucking
seems to
rock?
be Saz, Snow, and Vanille.
I hated Saz.
Yeah,
Good
he's
for
going
crits,
through the
though.
full. Yeah, he's going through the game with those three.
Yeah, you can fuck up some shit with Saz if you got him set up right. He was also the best saboteur. Other than, like, Vanille was pretty decent as a saboteur. So. But Saz made a great saboteur.
Where the fuck is Hope? Where's Alexander? That's the part I remember. Is that after you got Alexander, everyone had their summon, everyone was together, and then you could change around your team as you liked.
Well, to an extent, until you unlocked your fucking crystallariums, you could, like, each person had, I think 3 specs that they could go into, and then after you unlocked it, you could have everyone go into everything, but each one would get certain stuff, like, because of their stats and because of certain skills that they got, they would be better or worse at specific roles. Like, nobody's gonna stick Hope into a fucking tanking role.
You could, but...
You could, but he's gonna get fucking raffle stomped.
Fang.
He's gonna get fucking raffle stomped like a motherfucker. Anyway, I'm getting out of here. The fucking conversation with the guy that is apparently bandwagoning on 13. See, I didn't use fanboy. You're welcome. I hope he says some smart ass comment like, you're not welcome or some shit. That's probably where it's going.
One moment, let me scroll down to the newest comments.
Since the guy's fucking bandwagoning.
Bandwagon
fanboy.
fallacy and fanboyism are completely different. I don't deny 13's linearity, but that's not a bad thing.
You don't deny the linearity. You denied it earlier. You said it was not linear. You said
that's
it was
not a bad
linear,
thing, and
that
the
it was
unlinear and complex battle system more than made up for it. There are actually a lot of benefits to linearity.
No, there's not. It's boring and monotonous. If the game had auto run, you could literally fucking go to sleep and play it. If you could find some way to click auto battle while you're asleep and there was an auto run feature, you could there's probably a program. You're playing it on PC, you could probably find one that'll fucking auto battle every fight and auto fucking run in a straight line for you. And there you go. That's the entirety of 13. Okay, so you could do some crazy shit with the fucking battle system. Big fucking whoop. Look at 10's fucking abilities in combat, like the battle system. You could literally... 10 was made so you can be OP, but you didn't have to be. If you actually set 10 up and didn't, try hard it, like if you played it, you would probably do. But, you could set them up to actual job classes, which were common in a lot of Final Fantasies. Hell, even 7 technically had a somewhat of a job system. It's very loose for 7, but it still had a fucking job system. And then everyone before that definitely had a job system. I mean, you can make the game a little more, quote-unquote, your version of in-depth, apparently, for the battle system, since that's what you want to do. And then there's 12, which had the original version of 12, the international edition for 12, that released on the PlayStation 2. You could become overpowered as shit because everybody could do everything and everybody could equip everything. Everybody could use every spell. But in Zodiac Age, they changed that. They made it where you had a job system. If you want an in-depth battle system, go fight in 12. I mean, it's an active system if you want, but you don't have to go through black load screens for battles or nothing. So, I mean, that's cool. I mean, if you want some systems, there you go. But as far as the battle system in 13 goes, no. I'm sorry. It had a decent battle system, yes, and you could do some crazy shit. Good stuff, but that does not make a fucking game. If all you want from an RPG with a story-based game is this battle system you say so much about a story-based game that most of the gameplay itself is within dungeons that are aligned. If all you want is this crazy battle system, well, you know what? Have fun with 13. By all means. But if you want an actual good story, good gameplay, and good battle systems, you need to look elsewhere, because you're not going to get all 3 out of fucking 13. You're never going to get that. It's not there. It wasn't created to be there. It's not.
Okay, so...
I'll agree that the game itself had its ups, had its downs, but I'm not calling it a bad game. Never once said it was a bad game. I'm saying that they could have executed it better. Overall, the game is worst Final Fantasy ever fucking created. Is it still good game? Yes, but it's still the worst Final Fantasy created.
John says, with Kingdom Hearts 3 finally coming out, think our chances of Sora or Riku being added to Smash via DLC? Depends on how they want to do it.
I thought they were already talking about adding Sora to fucking Smash.
Well, I don't know. I mean, they have Persona 5's fucking protagonist. He's apparently getting added. And then there's apparently going to be 4 other fighters. So we don't know who's...
There's already a lot of rumors about Sora.
It would be interesting. I have no idea how they're going to do it.
Anyway, I'm getting out of here. Fucking fanboy McGee over there.
I was going to say, you want me to read those comments?
Fanboy McGee. No, because apparently his YouTube username is also fucking God of War. I don't know. Boy!
No, he had his username long before. He's a fan of
I don't
Nick.
know. Oh, he's a fan of Nick's.
But he says, perfectly valid opinion, but it's objectively and demonstrably false.
You know what? I love Nick, and I might get yelled at sometime for this. Like, I really do love the guy. He's a great dude. I love playing with him. But when it comes to things like this, I can see why this guy's a fan of Nick's, because he sounds just like him. And no, that's not in a good way, by the way. It's not, by the way, boy. It's really not. You sound just like him. You think you're always right and everybody else is always wrong. And you try to give these fucking facts that aren't facts because you have very little experience to go off of with these quote-unquote facts that you're Googling. And yeah, you sound just like him. Like, I love the guy. So, I mean, if he sees this and hears this, I mean, I don't care if you run to him. If you want to, you can go to him and tell him to watch Rich's fucking past broadcasts on YouTube, and he can hear that I'm saying this. Like, he's a great dude. I really think so. Like, I agree with, like, he's really fun to hang around whenever he wants to be. But the problem is whenever he starts feeling like he is right and you are wrong, then that is the end of everything. And that is what you're doing. So, I understand you're a fan of Nick's. That's fine. But your opinion or your facts for all of this shit, opinion, is completely and utterly unbiased. It's biased. It's biased in favor of the game. You're not looking at everything as a whole. You're looking at very specific parts and areas, and then using those areas try to talk up the areas that are bad when they are just that. They are bad.
To be fair, I mean, he's got a comment here that says areas of the game like combat in 13 wouldn't be anywhere near as polished and complex if the game wasn't linear. He's got a point there. It's clear where they put their time and effort, and map design was not it. Well, map complexity.
Yeah.
Because the environments still do look pretty cool.
Why would you try to half-ass one thing to go into another? Final Fantasy has never been all about the combat. No Final Fantasy has been all about the combat. Final Fantasy is mostly about the gameplay, the scenery, the fucking depth of the dungeons that you go in. Can I turn left? Can I turn right? What's down this corridor? Oh, a treasure chest. Final Fantasy 13 was literally a straight line, and if you had any little turns, they were dead ends that probably just had enemies at the end of them. They might have a chest at the end of them, but usually it was useless shit. because 90% of the items that you get are from fights.
Paradigms.
Which is true for most Final Fantasies, but generally you could get a lot of good shit from chests. That doesn't exist in Final Fantasy 13. You can get some good shit, but no, it's by no means one of the best games in the series, and if you haven't played the rest of the series, you have a biased opinion. That biased opinion is invalid in most any kind of fucking argument, debate, or otherwise. Your opinion is completely biased. Therefore, it's invalid. If you have not played the other games and you're only playing 13, your opinion is biased. Therefore, you can't speak on the other games. Until you play them, you cannot say that they do not have as much depth as 13.
Sounds exactly like
very
me
little
talking
depth.
shit on
Like
7.
I said, I will reiterate the kiddie pool comment I made earlier. That's about how much depth it has. I don't know. I mean, the most depth that 13 have, you might be able to a fucking 3-month-old child. But after that, I'm pretty sure they're probably just gonna fucking stand up on the side.
Paradigms in 13 are much more intuitive and complex version of a job system.
Yeah, and you're only talking about the fucking combat. That has literally been your whole... This entire fucking argument was only the combat. Rich, right or wrong? The combat is pretty much the only thing he's been talking about, right? Am I wrong in that? Like, correct me, please.
No, about 90% of it, if not more, has been about the combat.
Thank you. Like, that is your only selling point, is the fucking combat. That is it.
But I mean, that's what this whole argument's about, is the depth in the combat system.
Well, he was also saying Final Fantasy as a 13 has depth, and it doesn't. That's the thing. The whole game has depth, but his only selling point has been the fucking combat. That's it. That's all.
Let's see. I only play RPGs for gameplay and combat.
Let's top it off. No, it had no game. It has no fucking.
No. I'm saying his comment is that he only plays RPGs for gameplay and combat is most important to him.
Oh, well, good for you. Then you'll love 13 because that's all it had.
John says, hoping Monster Hunter character gets added. Rathalos is already in it. I mean, dude, I found Rathalos in Adventure Mode in Toon Link. That motherfucker was hard to get. But, yeah, Rathalos in Smash Brothers, fucking awesome.
Oh, so you've got Smash now, Rich?
Oh, yeah.
I gotta go. Yes, I gotta get that game.
Yeah. And, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, no doubt. Anyway, it's like fucking 11:30. It's 11:40.
Let's see. Facts that aren't facts. I bet if Key listened to this, he'd point out both of our fallacies in this conversation. I never said I'm always right, but you have given me a compelling argument.
See, that's the thing, is you're saying this, but I've admitted, like multiple times, that I've been wrong. Because I looked at it, Rich looked at it, and they were right there in front of your fucking face. Like, they were facts. Okay, I admitted when I was wrong. You, on the other hand, are saying that you are refusing to accept that the game itself is linear as fuck. Like, I understand, okay, you're all into combat and shit, but that is not a selling point of any RPG. Because an RPG, most of the time, it's an RPG. You're supposed to be able to put yourself into the role of a hero, heroine, bad guy, good guy, whatever the fuck it is that the main character is going to be in that game. Because technically, in Tales of Berseria, you're actually the bad guy. Guess what? It's an RPG. It's a story-based RPG, like every fucking ever created. All right, Final Fantasy as a whole is story-based RPGs. That's what is the selling point. That is the only reason Square Enix exists. Final Fantasy was gonna be their fucking final game when the first Final Fantasy released. They were going under. Final Fantasy 1 release. Great story. Turn-based mechanics. Revolutionary for the generation that it was in.
And I gotta tell you, from personal experience, creating a game with turn-based combat mechanics and balancing that shit is fucking hard. Sorry. Sorry, continue.
But the point is that's been the selling point of the Final Fantasy franchise as a whole since that first game. That first game, they're fucking going out with a bang. It sold so well that the company fucking
Rebounded.
turned up, completely rebounded. That series is what made Squaresoft. Well, it wasn't Square. I forget what it was. Was it Squaresoft? Yeah, it was Squaresoft at the time. So it did start out as Squaresoft. I couldn't remember if they went through 2 mergers or just one. But the point is when it became Square Enix, that selling point never changed. They still had a lot of the directors that fucking created Final Fantasy. They still had a lot of the Final Fantasy in general. It's the selling point of the series as a whole has always been the story. The story is what got that game to sell. To play the game to play any Final Fantasy only for the combat is a waste. Because the depth that you're talking about is only in the combat.
To be fair, you also said it had a good story.
The story was amazing. But the point is that like a mixture of all three has always been present in every Final Fantasy to date. Every Final Fantasy had a mixture of good combat, good maps, and good story. Final Fantasy 13 went heavy, extremely heavy on graphics, the story, and the combat. The game was so linear that it is, like I said, considered the worst Final Fantasy by pretty much almost every fucking player in existence. I never once said the game in its entirety was bad. Lightning Returns, I got halfway through that motherfucker. I'll be honest. I got halfway through it and I was so fucking bored. I got all the way through 13 and 13-2 because I wanted to love the game. I love Final Fantasy as a series, not as a fanboy, but because and I can sit here and objectively compare all of them and actually say which ones I like and dislike. Now, you might have different opinions about it. Like, personally, Tactics, I enjoyed it, but I enjoyed other ones more. And see, Rich loved Tactics. See, dude, I mean, I'm not going to say I loved it, but I didn't play it like I played other Final Fantasies. But I'm not going to fucking berate him and say that, oh, no, Tactics had less depth than 7. Tactics had less than this one. This had less than this one. Like, no, I'm going to say that this is my opinion on me playing the game, that I liked it, but I did not love it. That is what fucking sane people do whenever they objectively discuss a game. Your selling point this entire time has been that it has more depth than any other, you're saying... And no, you're not coming out and saying it, but you basically are by saying you're implying that the older games do not have as much depth as 13, but you haven't played them. So how can you say that for a fact?
Okay, couple things. First off, John, you're pumped for Fire Emblem. I've never played Fire Emblem.
Later. I gotta go. That's my last fucking point. Let that guy sit there and stew that over.
Got more comments to read. No. Oh well. Never mind then. No point in reading out the comments, and everyone else here can read the comments. That was... Wow, we've been sitting at this fucking battle report for like an hour and a half now. Hour and a half? Hour? I don't know how long it's been. One moment. I can tell you how long it's been, actually. So I can just rewind my own stream. No, we've been at battle report for longer than an hour. We've been at battle report for about 1 hour, 7 minutes. So, I was going to end this episode about 1 hour and 7 minutes ago, but there was an interesting debate going on, and I didn't want to just interrupt it, as I believe my stream was the channel for which it occurred. So I didn't want to interrupt. Alright, so, we are going to save, we're going to end it, and then, I don't know what I'll do tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to play through Birth by Sleep, or if I'm going to do, fucking, I don't know, Birth by Sleep, Dragon Quest 11. I honestly just want to play through Borderlands now. John, That mantle sounds terrible. Well, not terrible, but temporal mantle still better. Alright, so. Oh wow, we can go through theater and watch every single cutscene. Oh. And then we have the super secret cutscene, which I don't know what it is. I'm sure Boy could tell us in the comments. Its effect dissolves when you attack a monster while they are unaware of you. Oh. Never mind. Then it is completely useless. Does it also, like, automatically boost the damage of your first attack or some shit like that? Because that'd be cool, actually. If you had a crit draw greatsword build mixed with the fucking Assassin's Creed mantle, you're invisible, sneak up on the enemy, do a critical first draw for fuckloads of damage. I mean, that could be good. But, the fact that it makes you easy to sneak, you move quicker, you get hidden faster, but it dissolves when you attack. So, I mean, I don't really see the use in that. Unless you're trying to sneak away from a monster. But, second teaser for Birth by Sleep, it's an epic battle scene. Huh. Well, we're just gonna play through Birth by Sleep and then see the epic battle scene. But, yeah, no. I was wondering the same. I don't know, it doesn't specify. But yeah, no, I'm gonna end this episode here, but thank you all very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do like, subscribe, and share. I do greatly appreciate it. If you can and are willing to, feel free to leave a donation down in the tip jar link below, or if you'd like to pledge to my Patreon, both in the description below, and I do appreciate the support. If not, oh yeah, a new theme has been added to extras. Fuck yeah! I'm grabbing it. That's the Kingdom Hearts 1 theme, and then there's the 2 themes there. Oh, I have to go to the store to download that. I'll grab that shit off stream. So, I'd have to play through Chain of Memories in order to get another theme, and I guess watch all of 358/2, because again, I'm pretty sure I showed you this, but if you actually select to start 358/2, and then get through this little Disney Interactive thing, and then the Square Enix thing, and come on. Come on. Disney developed by Square Enix, cool. Disney and Square Enix again. They really want you to make sure that you know that they see. It's all just a show. You can literally I could literally hit play, put the controller down, and go take a shit, and come back, and we'll be on day whatever. But yeah, it's all about Roxas being with the organization. So that's the thing, and it's cutscenes only. So that's pretty funny. I did hear about the layered armor in Monster Hunter World, but it makes you look like Bayek, so they updated it so you can stream these cutscenes with the share button. Oh my god, you're actually correct on that, boy. I remember that when I tried to start this, it said it was unavailable. So I could actually stream this, but still, it would just be me talking while it's playing, and that's... I mean, at that point, it sounds like we're watching a movie, and I'm just that noisy guy sitting in the back of the fucking theater who's narrating what's going on, and I don't really like that. I'd have to turn on an actual face cam for it to be like, alright, this is my reaction to 358/2, even though I fucking played 358/2, and my biggest goddamn annoyance with this goddamn game is that... Let's see if I can show it to you. Does it actually do... No, it doesn't do that numerically. Fuck. Okay, so, for those that don't know, it does not start in this day order that you see here. The way it actually starts when you're playing the game is it starts on 358 and counts down. And so it's like, okay, cool, so we're going to do this. Then, you know, you do a couple story missions. Next thing you know, you're on day 375. Not 375. You'd be on like 325. And then you'd get down to 300s and then 275-ish and then you know. So as you're going through the story, the number counts down. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to stop at about 100, maybe 50, and do some serious grinding to make sure I'm prepared for whatever the fuck comes on day 0, because I don't know what's happening. And then, for those that don't know, when you play through the game, it literally goes from day 152 to 151 straight to day 1. Just done, day 1. You're like, holy shit, and then there's only one story mission. And you can't, and it's just, you're fucking in it. And that pissed me off. That's just me. I mean, all in all, it was just more Kingdom Hearts. Like I said, it was all about Roxas and his fucking shit with Shion. And then you find out about Shion and fucking, yeah, Project Shion, Riku and Shion, and shit, yeah. I gotta admit, it was a bit of an emotional story, because you get to like Shion, and then you learn about Shion's fate, and for those that don't know, it was weird with Shion, because when Shion died, she was, apparently, I forget how it was she was made exactly, but when Shion dies, she is literally unwritten from everyone's, like, time. No one knows her name. Literally none of the characters in the game know her name. I don't remember exactly how that came to be, but yeah, when you actually kill her, she actually gets unwritten from everyone's memory. It's really fucking weird. Biggest annoyance was that the plot is irrelevant entirely. Also, there's a free DLC to add a scene or two to this cutscene movie. Oh. Who's Shion, though? You know, I thought you were serious until I saw the emoji, and then I was like, wait a second, you're a Kingdom Hearts fan, you know who the fuck Shion is. Anyway, I already did my outro. She was a puppet that was formless. Her existence was to absorb Sora's memories through Roxas, and then being destroyed removed the puppet from existence, which then fucking... Anyway. So, yeah. Those are things. So, yeah. Birth by Sleep. It's going to be what's next. And Recoded is never going to happen. Chain of Memories, not going to happen. Wait, yeah, Recoded is just the cutscenes. It's not the actual game. Oh no, I was mentioned in the argument. Yes, I believe you were. Yes, you were a while back. I love how it says it uses an autosave feature. It's literally playing cutscenes. There's no, like, actual... Also, the blue means I've watched it already. That's when I started on. I was like, do I actually play this game? No, you do not. It is just fucking... Anyway. I'm not going to be watching these. Because... And I'm sure if you wanted to, you could probably Google them. And, not Google them, but YouTube them. And someone else has uploaded just the full movie without commentary. Just there. And then got a cease and desist by Square. And then they re-uploaded it under a different username because it's the internet and they'll fucking do that. But anyway, I've already done my outro. I'm going to head out. You all have yourself a good one. And next Kingdom Hearts is going to be Birth by Sleep. Thank you for joining me. And we got more comments, damn it. Correcting Rich, who is unsure of Shion's origins. Autosave is there because if your PS4 goes to sleep, you can just go back to where you were. Alright, fair enough. I'm probably just going to unplug my fucking headset, put up the volume, and then just let it play through the video just to, like, refresh myself on the story while I'm doing other shit. That's the shit I do. But yeah, I did my outro. I'm going to end this episode. Hope to see you in the next one. Have a good one, folks. Bye-bye.